Let's say if we are live right now, people are going to be
Hey, it works.
live.
We're live.
Huzzah!
Huzzah. Hell yeah. Welcome, everyone, to my 65,000 subs celebration. Today I'm here with Jay from Bloodbath and Beyond.
Hello, hello.
And Rayanimator Review, Ray and Joey from Rayanimator Reviews.
Hello.
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 Alrighty. And hey, this
Congrats,
is
by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I remember just watching all like your trailers that you were cutting up for a long time on this channel. And then obviously I was on your other channel forever, like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I think I don't know. I think I was on I started watching your stuff pre-100 or pre-1000 subs. I don't know which one.
Yeah, man.
But it's been a long time. I watched your review for Dick Shark today.
Oh God.
I was
can't
cracking
wait
up.
for
I
that.
was really in my office laughing hysterically, and people are like,
Not
"Look,
safe for work.
I am the best at what I do. They let me do whatever I want. I literally wore this to work today. It's a Jurassic Park shirt.
Oh, nice.
I'm wearing the casual black.
I wore my Severin Films shirt. Nobody knows what that is, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I love Severin Films. Amazing company.
Well, I mean, like anyone at work doesn't know. They're just like, okay.
I have actually worn my Bloodbath and Beyond shirt to work before.
Hell yeah. Rock it.
I've just had
Rocking for some docking.
and my Bloodbath and Beyond.
Yeah,
shirt.
she has people come up to her in the store like, I love that store.
And I'm like, what? And then they look down. They're like,
They're like, oh, you're one of those
Good day.
creatures.
That happens.
dark.
That happens.
It's funny. Actually, you were the first actually like horror-based channel I ever watched. Because
I see how it is. Just kidding.
she was like, you gotta. I got these Canadian guys. They're hilarious. I was like, all right. And then we started watching movies based off of what you were reviewing. I'm like, why the hell do they watch these movies?
that's how we got
Well,
to watch the Greasy Strangler.
Yeah, you're the reason I watched The Greasy Strangler, who I literally, every person's like, I'm looking for a good movie. I was like, you would have watched The Greasy Strangler. Then
yeah,
they
that's
come
an
back to me-
interesting one.
And then they come back to me the next day and they go, why did you tell me to watch
What the hell?
movie is that?
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, you thought wrong.
Brian got me to watch like all these creature feature movies that I wouldn't normally watch, and influenced Shark Week, which I'm still like hating to this day.
I did like the pajamas.
Oh, the shark
I
ones.
did like
Gotta represent.
the and the
Except
the
wearing.
fact you guys dress up for like the theme of your videos cracks me up.
Wearing a shark onesie is not the best thing when it's actually Shark Week and it's boiling hot.
But you gotta commit. You gotta commit to your craft.
What have you been watching this Shark Week, Brian?
I wanted to watch that Shark Week capsized movie that came out, but I have it on TV. I haven't watched it yet.
Word up.
I actually haven't been watching too many movies lately because I've had so much that went on.
I thought he was gonna say he's reading. He's just been reading a lot to make the rest.
I also thought that. Yeah.
I am reading a book currently called The Tribe by Barry Wood, and it's from the Valancourt Press releasing / Paperbacks from Hell series. It's a re-release of an older book, and it's goddamn boring.
But I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be reviewing it, going like, what happened? Wait, I forgot. Shoot. We have Dino here from the Late Late Horror Show, Count Pepper, and Lil 34 Rady.
Lil Beardy.
Lil B.
Could you say that more white, please?
Lil
I'll tell a dad
B34
joke on
Rady.
top of it.
Hello, everybody. What's good?
I did the same thing, Brian, when he was in the horror show crawl. I was like, yeah, little B3. Oh, I made beard. It's the same thing, buddy. Don't feel bad.
I probably shouldn't have said GD either because I'm getting monetized now, and if they catch that, I am screwed. I'm getting monetized on this video.
Wait, you can't say GD?
It's a swear, I guess.
Uh-oh. I have to watch myself then.
Can
I was
we-
gonna say, Jay, maybe we should just mute you.
This
for a
is
little bit.
you just give me like a mute button. Yeah.
just
Oh.
beep every time you swear. if
I
they're
don't
so
know
great,
if I could actually do that, to be honest.
if they're actually monitoring people who swear, they should at least have like a bleep option on YouTube that if they catch a swear, they bleep it out.
I don't think they would do that live though. Like they wouldn't have. I'm sure. Like they must have the technology to do it, but I think they're more concerned with copyright as far as live shows are concerned. And
Yeah.
they can track nudity. Like I saw, what's his name? Like Screaming Soup's channel got turned off a few times when he was on the channel crawl,
Oh yeah, he did.
which I get. He's blatantly showing like shower scenes. Like, what do you expect? But I don't think they would do it for swearing. But who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I just said it's getting monetized on this video, so that works. And I actually have the option for donations to this channel. I'll show your support for Horror Show Host on the bottom left. So if you guys want to give me some money.
Oh, that's right. You can do super chats and stuff now.
Yeah, I enabled it today, actually, so it's really cool.
That's awesome. Oh, look at that. Look at the little money button.
Oh,
The little money button.
So, dude, I'm so proud of you, man. Monetization and 65K. You're doing it, man.
little
You're
money
living the dream.
button.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I started doing some. I don't call them kill counts anymore because then I would get demonetized. So I call them body counts. Clever wording, I guess. So I did some public domain movies like The Killer Shrews and The Devil Bat.
Oh wow.
You got to try
Nice.
you got to try to get Drowning Pool to get you get some licensing rights for the for like
Bodies song.
for like bodies or just anything by body count with Ice-T in it from the 80s. You gotta try to get yourself some licensing rights for one of those songs and have that be the theme.
I'll get the cheesy song like Tear Away and be like, well, I don't get it. Is he crying? But I'm trying to think. I watched The Guest a couple nights
Oh,
ago.
nice.
First time I ever watched it, actually.
Did you dig it?
It was pretty good. No, I liked Your Next better, but The Guest is still really cool.
Yeah, it's more of like less of a horror movie, but it's sick.
Okay.
I absolutely love it.
I thought it could have explained its twist a little bit more. Like, I get it, he's an experiment, but like, well, spoilers. He's an experiment.
You're gonna ruin it for everybody, Brian.
Fucking 6-year-old movie. No, but the experiment aspect, like they said, oh, he's an experiment, and that's it. And I'm like, what kind of experiment? Is it like an alien or something? I don't know.
I would like to know.
The Guest too, but they ended it with a cliffhanger or wide open, so I don't know why they didn't do a sequel. Probably because it bombed.
It probably didn't do too well. I don't even know if it got a wide release, to be honest.
None of Adam Winard's films do well. Like Your Next, Blair Witch.
What about
The
Blair
Guest.
Witch? Didn't Blair Witch do well?
No, I made actually like less than 100 million.
Oof.
Like 45 or something. That's what I can remember.
She was gonna sit there and cry if I didn't pick her up. So I'm happy now.
I was going to bring Finley up here, but I think my parents came home and they'd probably want to see him. They'd be like, "Where's my dog?"
I love how obsessed your mom is with Finley.
I know.
So cute.
I just love your mom. She is so awesome.
Your
I was
mom.
so happy we got to meet her.
Yeah, she's okay.
Hey, they want to know if you're still writing books. Count.
Oh yeah. I had to take a break because I had writer's block, like big time. But I recently reread what I wrote for my third book, and I'm digging it. So I'm gonna probably pick it up in a couple days. I'm just working the brain around the ideas and stuff. But I have a cool idea for a book that I'm currently writing, and I actually thought of a twist that I wasn't planning on, and then I was like, it would totally work.
Noise.
Look at this. It says, speaking of Blair Witch, did you know they're planning, or did you know they're making a video game about it?
I did.
The game looks awesome.
I'm into that. I mean, the Friday the 13th game isn't bad.
Yeah, they had obviously the licensing issues kind of like held them back from being super popular. But I mean, most horror fans still play it to this day.
Yeah.
It just sucks about the DLC stuff. Like they can't make all the cool stuff that they planned on.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
seeing the trailer for the Blair Witch game is insane. Like I don't even really like I like the first Blair Witch, and I was just like very underwhelmed with the last Blair Witch because it's hard to like. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I'm not into that kind of movie anyway.
Yeah, the found
Like super found footage, supernatural stuff. It's whatever. The first one, obvious like exception because of all the publicity around it when it came out at the time. Like at the time, it was really cool. I'm trying really hard to not swear, and it's impossible. It's gonna happen.
You're just like,
I can't.
I believe in you.
I just don't want to be first.
It's probably going to be me. It's just going to come out.
I already said GD, so I guess I won that one.
Oh, Bri.
Oh, shucks, on my own show.
You're doing
Little Beardy, you notice in some of Bloodbath videos that I have ice in your glass. Is it melted by the time you're done filming? Yes, I had ice in this glass, and it's already gone, and I've been drinking it for like half an hour.
It just
11 minutes.
Oh.
It happens all the time, and a lot of comments about it, surprisingly. I don't get it. They're like, where's your ice? It's like, trust me, I fill up this glass in between reviews when we're doing like a few in a row, and the ice is gone nearly immediately. It's boiling hot in here.
And it's just how ice works.
Yeah.
Ice melts.
I never stack review like that. When you see me on reviews, it's like we literally just did it about an hour before it goes up. And she drags me back. We do the review. I edit everything, but she'll stack like 4 hours of just doing review after review after review. Watch a movie, do another review, and then she's
Forget
like,
to change my shirt.
and then she like changes shirts between.
Yep. I do the
What
same
happened?
thing.
Hold on.
And then she's like, "There's
We're still live?
there for you." Yeah, I think we're still live. Yeah,
It says live.
I have it all on my phone right here.
Hold on. It's like loading on my computer.
No, we're still good.
Yep.
I have it open on my phone. Yeah, I'll come home from work or something or
Okay.
she'll be like, "Hey, there's eight reviews on there." And I'm like, "Oh, what did you watch?" And she's like, "Garbage Pail Kids," and like crazy eccentric shit. And I'm like, I haven't even heard of half of these movies. And then I have to dig out I'm like, okay, now I got to watch trailers for it, and I got to look up some.
Oh, so that you know how to edit it?
Yeah, so I'm just like,
Yep.
who's even heard this? And then when she came home with that garbage, she found that because we found that when we went to meet Brian.
Yeah.
We went up and met Brian at this really cool place in Connecticut, and she found a Garbage Pail Kids movie. She's like, I have to watch this.
I loved it as a kid. I can't imagine it holds up now.
It holds up enough.
Watched it as a child, so just watching it as a bona fide grown up. I still don't really understand what I watched.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I just remember liking the crocodile with the leather jacket or whatever the hell it is.
With his floppy face that was just out of time with all of his talking, and you're like, what's happening?
It doesn't even.
Yeah.
The
Did
puppet.
you guys see the new Critters movie?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I just watched it the other day. I actually did like it. It sounds like with your huff that you did not like it. But I enjoyed
reviewed
it for what it was.
well, thanks, Matt. Big Loftus says big congrats. Thanks to everyone who says big congrats, so I don't have to say it again and again.
Ray and Groom, check out Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
Oh, it's on my list.
It's apparently on the list already, Little Beardy.
Speaking of sharing ideas, I should probably share this on my Facebook fan page.
Mm-hmm.
Segue.
You already had the link.
No, I mean,
I was rebooting my computer. You could have been posting it, man.
I know. I dropped the ball into the toilet.
Oh,
I hit the flush.
Phone in the toilet.
Why didn't you like Critters? I'm curious. Is it because it wasn't similar to like the original? Like it wasn't as
No. Hold on one second. I'm just typing this out, and I'll answer the question.
fine.
Fine. Go for it.
Dude Bro Party Massacre 3 is a time, that's for sure. It's got some weird bits, but there are some good moments for sure.
Let's see. I think that there was too many. Well, let me think back to Critters Attack. There's too many plot lines that go nowhere, and they're not even important. Like they have this one. They make out the main character to be so smart, yet she forgets what the Critter's weakness is, and asks her brother, who is
I know.
It's like what?
And the fact that Dee Wallace is barely in the movie is weird.
Like 5 to 10
She
minutes.
didn't need to be in it at all.
Yeah.
And she plays a different character than the original, which is also odd. Why have like I get it for like maybe like just a little cameo, but not to have her as like a character that's like an ex machina person.
And then also the fact that it's rated R, but there's no gore. Pretty much, there's some, but there's nothing that's R-rated material.
Right, that's true.
Like the first one's rated PG. The first ones are PG-13.
This one's actually rated R.
Yeah, and the second one has boobs. The fourth one has butts.
Can't wait to get to those ones. Hell yeah.
Okay, a butt. I'm sorry, I overhyped it a little too much.
I'm here for the butts. One butt. One. F this.
It's what's her name from Olympus Has Fallen? Angela. What's her name? Let me see. It's right here.
From Olympus. Of course, yeah.
I've never even heard of that movie. So
it's an action movie.
Oh, that's why.
So Jay, during the live streams with Brian, there's always the challenge that, hey, I bet you don't have this movie. All right, Brian. Yeah. The latest challenge is from Ghostbusters, man, that says, "Hey, horror, I've been waiting for you to stream again because I found something I know you don't have."
Oh boy,
you have Damn Sharks.
I do. It's up there. Hold on.
Oh my
god. Can I? I don't know if I can get it. Hold on. I'll be back.
That's one I don't have either. Or like, I wish I had it. I would have reviewed that one because it looks good. Damn Sharks. I think it's only a DVD for that one, though.
Ye of little faith.
Sorry, nice. Ghostbusters, man, you lose again.
It's a good one, too. That's why I got it. I'm not going to get House Shark for sure.
We're not talking about House Shark.
No. I saw you post. I was like, what the hell is wrong with that guy?
Yeah.
It's bound to happen at some point.
Like you made a cheeky movie, and so not everybody's going to like it. Jim Sharks, just when you thought it was safe to pump roids.
I would absolutely love that. Because ideally it would be like Street Sharks and we get muscly ass shark guys.
Yes.
But that would be the coolest thing ever.
It would have to be like Jersey Shore, and they'd be like the Jersey Shore Italian guys. Oh yeah. That's exactly.
Oh, that sounds perfect to me.
Brian, we need to make this movie.
Which one?
These
Jim Sharks
ideas.
Jim Sharks. I was thinking
Sharks.
I was thinking something along the lines of sewer sharks. I don't know. I like that idea.
Oh yeah,
they're in the sewer like alligators.
No, because then I'm going to be afraid to poop for like a week. Sharks.
Snake sharks. Look out for them. They're in the toilet.
What movie was that?
What?
Oh, Snakes on the Plane.
Where something came up the toilet and there's on a plane. There's
also in House Shark that actually happens, and Blood Lake it also happens.
Oh yeah, Blood Lake,
which is like Attack of the Lampreys.
Yeah,
it's Christopher Lloyd gets like a little like leech thing that comes and attacks him, and it sticks to his ass, and it's the weirdest. It's the absolute weirdest scene for him to be in because he's so old in it, and he's just got this thing sucking on his ass.
Like Doc Brown, like when
Yeah.
the car goes off and bursts into flames, and he's like,
His face is hysterical. You need to watch it just for that. That's actually a pretty fun movie too. That's a creature
is.
feature.
I remember when I reviewed it and I was so stupid. I was like, okay, overall I give Blood Lake a 5 out of 5.
Oh yeah, those
I
are
was
always the best.
watching it back and like I was such a stupid kid.
I gave Thanksgiving 5 out of 5 too, so it is what it is. And then people are like, "Wait, so you gave us 3.5, but you gave Thanksgiving 5 out of 5?" I'm like, "Hey, I like what I like."
The cameras, man, they worked. What was I gonna say? We can't forget about Ghost Shark with the scene with
Ghost
the guy
Shark.
on the boat. Ghost Shark, yeah.
Yeah.
The guy in the toilet on the boat, and the shark just eats him through the toilet.
Oh, true. Yeah. Good old Sean C. Phillips, Cool Duder throwback.
Oh yeah, does he still play movies or has he stopped?
Yeah, he is. He's in the new, I think, Weed G's by Full Moon. Because they're doing like 10 movies right now. They're filming all 10 of them. And he just finished. I think it's that one, or it's like another weed one.
Gotta love the full Moon Johns.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Subspecies 5. I really am excited for that.
Stop it.
I'm serious. They're making one. I know Ray loves those movies.
I don't want to talk about it.
Listen,
I can't get into him.
Listen, Ray loves the holiday themed, like just low B horror movies.
I do.
And she keeps making me dress up for these holidays and review these movies. Like we did Red Christmas. That was garbage.
Ooh, which one's that? The one with Dee Wallace?
Yeah. It was really
Ooh.
unfortunate.
It was terrible.
I wanted to see that. I never saw that one.
I wore my Krampus.
recommend
I wore my Krampus Christmas sweater, and we were going to watch Krampus, and I was going to be all happy because I was
No, we
taught.
couldn't get Krampus.
I was taught about Krampus when I was a kid, and it scared the shit out of me.
Stop
and-
cussing.
Asked like 3 times. Okay.
Don't paddle tail.
No.
He's snitching.
Hey,
You know what snitches get?
Stitches.
Hey, he's Canadian. Swearing's a lot worse for him.
Yeah, it's like everyone hates me up here because I swear so much.
We love you down here, though.
Thank you. And Santa Jaws. Brian, have you seen Santa Jaws?
Yep, it was actually pretty good. I know I saw your review too, and you liked it.
The wrapped in Christmas lights shark wearing a Santa hat.
How cool is that?
I was just like, of course this movie got made. Like, of course it did.
Oh my god.
I like that. That director is really good. She did like Mississippi River Sharks, Ozark Sharks. She also did Zombie Shark, but I hated that one. But the other ones are good.
I didn't like Zombie Shark as much as the others, but I think it was probably the goriest one she did.
Yeah, totally. She's really good at making like family friendly. It's like family friendly shark movies where it's like there's enough blood for you to like it, but it's more about just like the family and all this other stuff and the characters you actually like because no one is an outright jerk.
Yeah. I hated the ending to Santa Jaws though. I was like, what a cop out.
What was the question, Terminator? You didn't ask it.
Oh,
wait, I think it was
it got banned because of the content of the question.
Oh.
Yeah, let me find it somewhere. Maybe it's still here somewhere.
I hid it because it was a extremely improper question. It was hilarious, but
I forgot you're a moderator too. Okay.
That's right. I got the little wretch. I have all the power. I've got the power.
Snitches get itches. Poison oak. What about? Oh, I was gonna say like something about a poison shark, but
Toxic shark.
Toxic shark.
Of course.
Is there any other like poisonous sharks?
I don't think so. I mean, zombie shark because it's infectious.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Croatoan shark.
Nightmare shark. I could not stand Nightmare shark. What Nightmare shark? He was in it for like 5 minutes.
Oh man, somebody just recommended that. I haven't seen that one, and that'll be on my list for next year.
It's a sequel to like Ghost Shark and Trailer Park Shark. It's like in that same universe.
Okay. Trailer
So it's
Park
like-
Shark, was that good?
It was pretty good. It was
Tara
dumb.
Reid?
It was dumb, but it was good.
Was it Tara Reid's best shark film?
That's a low bar.
Sharknado is just,
Sharknado is what, Joey? What is Sharknado? What is fucking Sharknado?
Sharknado got a bunch of 90s actors a job again. That's
They
what
got them
Sharknado
a
did.
paycheck.
Yeah.
And I just said the
Ian
F-bomb.
Zarian,
I heard that.
Ian Zarian from 90210, he's milling around somewhere, still spending his Sharknado monies in some strip club in Florida.
Hell yeah. Why not? I want to make some Sharknado money, but that's not going to happen anymore.
Oh.
Does anybody know if Sci-Fi is going to continue their Sharknado week, which they had dubbed? Because
No, they're doing a zombie tidal wave.
but that's just one movie. Remember how like every year you'd have like 5 shark movies come out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I read
Oh.
that. I read that Ian Ziering wanted to do something serious with the director of the Sharknado movies or something like that. So they made Zombie Tidal Wave, but I hope they have like a whole bunch of shark movies before that.
I
Like
hope
a-
so too.
Like a Spirit of Sharknado week or something.
Yeah, they need to carry it on but I haven't heard anything about any of the films, and they should be announcing it. Like usually it follows Shark Week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Read what Kyle Sweeney wrote.
Ew.
I don't even want to repeat it.
I heard of one called Beach Day Massacre, which is coming out from the director, from like the writers of the Megalodon movie from the Asylum. So I'm assuming that's going to be a part of it. That's why I'm holding out hope.
Beach Day Massacre.
Yeah, it's on IMDb. I was like, sir, that's how I find the shark movies before anyone else does. I
Oh,
look
nice.
at the directors and writers of the.
I was nervous it was the other one, the Beach Massacre at Kill Devil Hills with
No.
Diana Prince, or you know who she is?
No.
What the hell's her name? The girl from Joe Bob.
Oh, I know who you're talking
The
about. I know her
the
name.
male girl is in that, and that movie is an absolute train wreck. Beach Massacre.
What about? Let's see. I got one no one ever saw. How about The Meg?
Oh,
Right? I like that. I think Rainn Wilson was cool. He was like a jerk, but like the right kind of jerk.
Yeah, not like an evil mastermind or something.
No, and he knows his place. He knows that he's not the evil mastermind. That's why he's getting everyone else to do his shit.
I just kept waiting for Jim Halpert to show up.
Every time, yeah.
Be like, come on, Dwight. It's time to go back to Scranton.
But I'm a billionaire.
That would be so funny.
I know.
He's a billionaire from the beet farm.
Yeah. You just see like a crate in the corner. It says Shroot Farms and it's full of beets. I would love it in an Easter egg like that in one of his movies.
They missed a golden opportunity to stick one of those on the boat. We're having beets for dinner. Anyone want some? Sure, I'll grab them from this case over here.
And then turn and wink at the camera.
I only watched The Meg Little Beardy because of Brian Cotta. It's the only reason why I even watched it. Just so we could talk about it. And I was like, Brian, I went and I watched your stupid shark movie. I hope you're happy.
And then he said that. I was like, which one?
Right.
And I was like, it looked like Transporter in the water with Jason Statham going around with his steely look, like
And his stupid
there's a
bald head.
shark in the water.
As opposed to what?
As
It's not like they fly through tornadoes. God.
sharks in houses, sharks in sewers, sharks in
We're all
the gym.
over.
You know, sharks are
In the gym, please. We need gym sharks.
I watched a gym movie the other day called Death Spa.
Oh, I
Oh,
like that one.
that's a great one.
This killer barracuda. I love it.
That's something.
Wait, Killer Barracuda. Oh, in the freezer?
Yeah.
Yes, I totally
Flying
forgot.
barracuda.
That was fun. Who is in that? Ken
But
Forey?
we had Ken Forey. I don't know who else. Maybe Linnea Quigley. No, she wasn't.
He was in Killer Workout, I think.
Yeah, and she's also in Slam Ball Bolorama.
Oh yeah.
Which they're also making a sequel to.
Oh yeah, that's part of the Full Moon movies that they're making.
Kyle's
I haven't seen like
I
any full
was
moon movies.
disappointed that Jason Statham didn't play the shark.
Could you imagine?
Jason Statham, I'm a shark.
I'm sure.
Ghostbusters, yeah, he has them all right beside him. He has all the Sharknadoes.
On Blu-ray.
At his fingertips.
He has the Sharknado that never got released, that the director threw into the garbage because he didn't want to make it into that. And
I just smelled it and I was like, that's not garbage.
this is a good movie, guys.
You know what you should look up? Mutant
What?
Vampire Zombies from the Hood. It's made by the guy who made like Thunder Levin, who wrote Sharknado
Oh, okay.
and has done all of them. It was like, I think his first movie or one of his first movies, and it is the best. Mutant Vampire Zombies from the Hood. If you can
Wow.
find that, it is wild. And we've been like tweeting at him for years, like, please make a second one. He's like, I wish somebody would back it.
No.
We'll have to buy 10 copies each. Maybe then.
If 10 copies even exist. I don't even know. Like, I got a DVD in like some bargain bin, but I've never seen anyone even mention it before.
I haven't even heard of it.
Yeah, same.
How? Look at it. Like, that's a great title.
That's what the
It
internet
is a great title.
Let me look it up.
There's something for everyone.
Thomas C. Howell, I think, is the main guy.
Thomas C. Howell in like every Asylum movie.
Yeah.
I found it. 2008. Huh?
Little Beardy says, I'm going to draw my own shark calendar named Hillbilly Shark, complete with overalls, a straw hat, a cowboy boot, and some chewing tobacco. Oh, because his fin's only going to be on one boot. Oh, okay.
How?
One boot. So he's just going to jam the fin into the one boot.
Ugh.
Just
the
pop
hell?
around.
Little Beardy, I want you to send that to us. If you really draw that, I want that. I will hang it right here.
We'll hang it on the fridge.
I will hang it back here for like a review for you if you send that to me.
How the heck does Mutant Vampire Zombies from the Hood have a $3 million budget? Answer me that.
That is a great question, because I've seen it and it definitely doesn't seem like it has that much.
That's what IMDb says, and they're always truthful.
All the catering,
Yeah.
$2 million. What review did she say that? She's like, I don't know how they spent $5 million on this movie. Maybe they had $4 million in catering.
You gotta eat. I mean,
Some of the catering things, like, I've gone to really low budget film sets before, and the catering is sick. Like, some of these trucks have like unlimited, like, I guess you guys call them, you call them something weird, but Reese's Pieces, like the small ones.
Oh, yeah, that's what we call them.
Okay, well, in New York they call them Reese's Pieces, which is strange to me.
That's just
Anyway.
that's just the accent.
I thought so too, but then somebody corrected me once. I'm like, what? No,
so rude.
absolutely not. But they have like,
Sacrilegious.
they'll just have like all tubes that you see in like bulk places of just like candy and snacks, and then they got like professional chefs and stuff inside this little like trailer. It's actually awesome.
And little mini Philly cheesesteaks.
Ooh. I would be not acting. I'd just be sitting there eating Philly cheesesteaks all day. Just
Where are my burritos?
Listen.
Just open, put your
If
face
you
under the
ever
candy thing.
if you ever go to Philly, Jay, and you want a place to get a cheesesteak, message me. I will tell you places to stop and get a cheesesteak. Don't.
I've gone to one place
Um,
in Philly to get a Philly cheesesteak.
Please don't tell me it was Pat's or Gino's.
I believe it was probably Gino's.
That's
It was
not-
on the corner of like a big intersection.
and there was another place right across the street from it.
Yeah,
Pat's.
I went to the one that had like
the lesser line.
no, the biggest line. I'm like, this must be good. But I also didn't know how to order a proper Philly cheesesteak. Around here, it's just like, okay, I'll take a Philly cheesesteak. So it's meat, it's cheese, and usually it's like grilled onions and probably like green peppers and mushrooms. However, when you order them at these places, you have to tell them that you want stuff on them.
Yeah, with
So like, I just got my Philly cheesesteak, And so it's just like some plain ass shit. I'm like, this is the worst Philly cheesesteak I've ever had in my life. It was just like straight up beef on a sub. I'm like, I don't give a shit about this.
When you order a Philly cheesesteak and you want it with cheese whiz on it, you have to say Wit Whiz or Wit Pro, which is with provolone, and
That's what you want.
say Wit onions, everything like that. You never pronounce the H in Philly. They never pronounce the H. It's
Really?
WIT. But yeah, give me one Wit Whiz, Wit onion. Yeah, that's how those places are. Gimmicky tourist stuff. That's
But
not
the fact that you have to ask for that stuff is strange to me because everywhere else you don't have to. It's just like it's implied that stuff comes on it.
Yeah, if you go to any non-gimmicky tourist place for a cheesesteak in Philly, they're going to give you one with usually bread, meat, sauce, cheese, and fried onions. That's usually what comes on, and anything above that, you would actually like be more specific. But yeah,
I'll know for next time.
Did he seriously put, do you have jaws? Of course he has jaws.
Kyle Sweetie
Oh, I
said
thought you said jobs. I was like, what?
you have Attack the Killer Tomatoes.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
I still haven't seen that. And I don't think I ever want to.
I probably have Revenge. I don't think I have the original.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Yeah, do you remember the cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
That was a classic Saturday morning cartoon. Attack. It came on right after X-Men.
I thought they came around right after the Toxic Avenger TV show.
That was awesome too. Those figures were the best.
Yes, yeah, they were.
I have to ask this anytime that somebody like even knows any of these kind of shows. Do you guys remember Food Fighters?
No.
No one has ever remembered this. And
what was it about?
it's just food
Yeah.
that like it'll be like a hamburger with a gun as like a cop. It's like
I
a
think I do
hamburger
remember
cop.
that. When
Or
was
like
that out?
a thing of milk with like shoes.
No, that was Chief Cheeseburger, the cheeseburger cop. You had a cop uniform and he was a cheeseburger. He was
Yeah.
cheeseburger. Wow, that's from a long time.
Food Fighters. I believe it was.
Speaking of nostalgia, what about the upcoming Banana Splits movie?
It looks cool. I didn't really know who they were, but
I
it
didn't
looks
either.
fun.
It does.
It looks terrifying.
Yeah. Looking up these friggin' Food Fighters, they're the best, and I need them in my life right now.
Yeah, they have the toys.
Yeah, the toys are so good.
If I find them, like
I'm thinking of the Adult Swim show with like the milkshake and the French fry with the goatee.
Oh, Aquatine.
Yeah.
I probably mix some up as well, but man, look at these.
oh my god, the sub, the cheeseburger, the fries. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, maybe there wasn't even a show. Maybe I just like the toys. I have no idea because I don't see anything about a show.
I think it was the commercials.
Man,
I think we're thinking about the commercials for the toys.
probably yeah, that's probably
Like
accurate.
claymation.
Food Fighters Kitchen Commandos. That's the Kitchen Commandos line with the pizza and the upside down like turkey leg, and he's got like the hat on. Hell yeah, this is awesome.
Mattel made them, dude. You can buy them on Amazon.
I might.
There's a stack of
And by might, you
pancakes
mean
one.
you're ordering them right now.
You hear me clicking?
$50 for the short stack,
What?
which was the stack of pancakes with the beefy ass arms.
Oh my
He's
God.
like super diesel, like but a stack of pancakes.
Yep.
There's a little thing of butter on top too, a little square of butter on top of them.
It's a butter hat.
Oh my god, yeah, $250. Nah.
Whoa. A little steep. A little steep.
We need to see more of the old post-apocalyptic movies come to Blu-ray, like David Carradine's Dune Warriors. Come on. Dune
I've
Warriors?
never even heard of it.
It's like a low-budget post-apocalyptic movie you rip off of Mad Max.
Oh my gosh.
Love it.
Sweet.
Kyle Sweeney says,
Sucks.
I will not rest until I see a movie where Danny DeVito is in a shark costume for 90 minutes. Oh my god,
I would
watch
pay
that.
to see that, actually.
I would to watch the shit out of that.
What about
Absolutely.
Gilbert? What if Gilbert Gottfried was in a shark suit for 80 minutes? Would that be more
No,
suitable?
I can't stand him at all. Even seeing him for like half a second or like a minute total in the Sharknado franchise. I'm like, nope.
He's
I
also in
can't.
Critters: A New Binge. Probably more screen time.
Oh, I haven't saw that.
You want to know what the worst sound in the world is? Gilbert Gottfried reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, that
That
doesn't sound
exists
great.
on the internet. I got that sent to me, and I was
Dries you up immediately, huh?
I like just cocoons.
Ew.
I was like, I questioned my friendship with you, Robert. If you're watching, I questioned our friendship immediately when he sent to me. I was like, dude, I thought we were friends. You sent me this? Like, what's wrong with you?
That's what friends do, you know.
Mhm.
So, 50 Shades of Grey, read by Gilbert Gottfried. What kind of name is Gilbert, huh?
Gilbert.
Listen, the only good thing he ever did was
Aladdin.
Iago and Aladdin. Exactly. But I mean, I wonder which nostalgic movie from our childhood they're going to remake next. Oh, that's right.
I'm hoping out for a horror movie about Teletubbies.
Oh, that is.
Ooh.
Teletubbies.
It's Terror Tubbies.
That would be dope. I mean, if this Banana Splits thing does well, even though it's not going to get like a wide release because it's a sci-fi original,
Yeah.
but if it does well, I can see other people trying to actively get those older licenses.
Mm-hmm.
People are already lambasting the movie, even though it's not even out yet.
It's like every movie, though.
Obviously, with
True.
with me and Jay together on a live stream, the wrestling chat has already began.
Oh no!
Wrestling talk has already started.
Now time to mute Joey and there we go. Hey Ray, how's it going?
I'll just be muted, you know.
Mm-hmm. Horror Elmo film called Sickle Me Elmo. I love that.
Ooh.
That's good.
Did they horror HR Puffin stuff? Because that's kind of already a horror.
What's Puffin stuff?
It's HR Puffin stuff was this like puppet show, big costume thing from the 70s that I remember seeing clips of. Terrifying.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Like big floppy head that creepy.
Yeah, this would scare the hell out of a lot of people.
What about Sesame Scream?
Sesame.
Ooh.
Sounds like a neat little bread product.
No, Hufflepuff, little beardy. Hufflepuff is the group from Harry Potter.
Oh.
It's like Puff and stuff. Isn't that the group in Harry Potter school?
Oh, you sweet,
Like that'd be
sweet
Hufflepuff.
boy.
Oh my god.
Puffin stuff. The third picture on like just searching Puffin stuff just says like Puffin stuff creepy. And it's like a Reddit post just talking about it.
You know it's good. Then.
Yep. Creepy. Creepy story to the show about a kid with a magic flute, and the flute is also a puppet and talks, but he puts his mouth on it.
Oh, that's getting weirder.
Like
and
real
weirder.
weird. There's a witch in it called Witchy Poo. Yep.
I feel like that's lazy writing.
That is lazy, right?
Yeah, they didn't even try.
It's like we're gonna call the witch Witchy Poo.
Well, they already used up all their creativity on HR Puffin stuff. Where else are you gonna
What the
go?
hell does the HR stand for?
I don't know. And why would you choose Puffin stuff? Like, why didn't you just use the
That
HR,
sounds like
whatever
that
stands
sounds like
for?
that sounds like what happens when weed goes legal.
Puffin stuff.
They should make a witch movie called Magic Sticks.
Mm.
I don't know, Brian. I think there's probably a different movie called Magic Stick that's out there, and we wouldn't want to get them mixed up.
It's a sequel to Dick Shark. Come on.
Yeah.
Listen. Dick Shark is out there. It lets you know what you're getting
It's
into
out
right
and
away.
proud.
It's just
Right.
It
So
has-
you see the poster, you're like, well, okay. That was already too much to have on my computer screen at work.
The picture for the review popped up when I was trying to eat my lunch, and I started choking because I couldn't, My manager's like, "What are you looking at?" Nothing.
I was bursting out laughing just reading comments.
So you were
just like people horrified by what the hell this is, because all week is just like Toxic Shark, Santa Jaws, like all these dumbass names that we're all used to at this point. But Dick Shark, it's like you need to step your game up. Everyone else.
yeah.
There's the shark movie genre, there's the sub shark movie genre, then there's Dick Shark.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
Oh.
The director genuinely just rubs girls' boobs the entire movie. It's really weird.
So
3 hours.
3 hours long.
Man made an excuse to rub women's boobs for 3 hours and said, "Shit, we got to make a movie or I'm getting sued."
Yeah, well, I think
By a pimp.
it's weird. He makes a joke about it, like, "Oh, yeah, you wanted to be in my movie. Like, I found you on Craigslist or something." He does make a joke about it, but I don't know. It seems too accurate. Like, basically every scene, it goes from like scene to scene of just like the director himself, just like he puts up his tripod, he goes over, there's just a topless girl, and he's just like squeezing her tits, boobs. I don't know if it's. I don't think they would catch that one.
I think we're too deep in now.
Oh.
But he's just like caressing them, but not talking about anything. But it's only just ever one girl and him in every scene. It'll be like 5 minutes with no cuts of him just like talking while he's rubbing these girls' boobs, and then the next one, next scene, new girl, same goddamn thing.
Puts a whole new meaning on the terms "tickle me, Elmo."
He has an Elmo one too, actually. Let me find what it is.
Oh God!
Oh my God!
As you do.
Tickle my Elmo.
He has a lot of weird ones. Oh, it's Nightmare on Elmo Street, and
oh my God!
But it's actually, it's not even Elmo. It's Kermit.
What?
Search for Elmo Beelzebub, and you'll see it, or Nightmare on Elmo Street. And you can see the thumbnail for the trailer is clearly Kermit, not Elmo.
I'm good. I don't need that in my browsing history.
Fair enough.
My brain. All right, so Ghostbusters man is leaving. He said he's going to see Lethal Weapon 4. It's a classic movie night in the theater.
Oh, nice. That's fun.
Listen, I love it. I got to see A Clockwork Orange on the big screen because of a local movie theater that does like cult classic movie nights. So that was a big thing. I loved that movie when I was like a teenager, and I remember my mom found that movie like in my room, and she's like, "Why are you watching this movie?" I was like, "How do you even know what that movie is?" She's like, "I'm asking the questions."
I went opening night.
So I was like, "How do you know about that movie?" She's like, "I watched that movie before you were born." I was like, "I don't think that timeline works, but okay."
Nightmare on Elmo Street. Here we go.
Like, doesn't it look like Kermit?
It looks like there's another alternate cover, I guess, where it has like that banana guy from the show who lives with the other guy. Kind of looks like that. I can't show it because of copyright reasons, I guess. But,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God! There's a movie poster for it where Elmo's dressed up like Freddy Krueger. That is just.
But that's not even the right one.
Discount Kermit the Frog. He's all black instead of green.
Yeah, it's weird. Huh.
What is?
What's
Everyone's gonna be like, share your screen. Like, what? No.
He's in Canada. He's not going to have the FBI knocking at his door in 5 minutes. Like, why are you looking this up?
No, I mean, like, someone's gonna be in the comment section like, you should share your screen. Like, not gonna.
Dang.
A girl finds herself on Oh wow, this looks.
This guy makes some weird ones. Like, I think the next one that I'll probably watch from the director, because this is my second movie. I already kind of knew what we were getting into. It's just like next to no talking, just naked girls and hard metal music in the background.
I liked his immolation shirt, to be honest.
The next one, Ant Farm Dickhole.
What?
Ant Farm.
Don't look that up. It's painful.
Oh
It
no!
sounds painful.
That was the first one I ever heard about this guy.
I have no idea how Dick Shark has a 2.6 on IMDb, but I plan to investigate. I
just want to see them take like that Baby Shark song and change it to for for Dick Shark. Dick Shark.
If I could block
Dick Shark.
one-
Absolutely not.
Mine.
I would mute. Yeah, I would mute that in my head if I could. And unfortunately, now that's even been brought up, I saw it mentioned. I'm like, if I read that out loud, it's going to be in my head all night. And here we are.
Dick
Thanks,
Shark
Satan.
is just about a shark named Richard. That's
Richard the Shark.
I want to see Jaws on a huge projector out on a lake sitting in an inner tube. There's a place in the United States that does that. I think it's in California.
Yep. Yeah, I want to do that. I've heard about it.
Hey, that's bucket list, Brian. That's bucket list stuff. We're gonna do that.
They're gonna have divers into the water pulling people's shorts. Like, what the freak is that?
Getting
You know what
kicked
that
in
is?
the face.
That's a lawsuit.
That is a lot.
Get out of one of them. As soon as they grab my leg, they're getting size 13 right in the mouth. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh man,
Oh, wow. We got off topic.
Dick Shark tires you out.
So much fat being at work and choking on Dick Shark. Like, right.
Ooh.
Shut up.
I seriously like opened your review. I had like YouTube up and I was like, all right, cool. And I hit play. And right as I hit play, my boss walks in. And all you hear is Jay Bond's voice go, we're going to talk about Dick Shark. And she's like, what do you say? I was like, nothing. I was like, nothing. I quick grabbed my, I like pounded for I was like, nothing. You didn't say it. Oh, what you're talking about? It must be the radio.
It always happens at the wrong time, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I was at college one time. I played. I don't know whose review it was, but they were talking about like a slasher movie. I think it was Terrifier. They were talking about,
Oh,
and they started talking about the scene with the girl that saw it in half. And all of a sudden, a whole bunch of students are walking into class, and I had no idea because I was just so into the review, and I'm like, oh shit!
Yep.
Everyone's just looking at me like, what the frig are you watching?
Like if somebody walked by you and saw you watching that, they'd actually think you're super disturbed because that's a really brutal scene.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't give that movie a chance at first. She watched it and she's like, listen, you're going to love this. She's like, I'm going to show you one scene and you're going to want to watch this movie. And I was like, all right. So she showed me the scene where Art the Clown's trying to stab her through the door, like, because the door's open like a little bit and he can't reach her. So he pulls a knife back and then pulls out the bicycle horn. He's like, honk, 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 honk. And I cracked up so hard. I'm like, I need to watch this movie. And it's one of my favorite movies. And I'm so happy that they got super funding. Like, they're so over.
Oh yeah,
they got like twice as much as they asked for, and like the actor that plays Art the Clown, his name is escaping me, but he has a serial.
Oh, David Thornton Howard or something.
David Howard Thornton.
Yeah.
David Howard Thornton.
So,
Howard.
yeah, he has the classic
Thornton
3
Hears
name
a Who.
serial killer. Thornton Hears a Who. But I'm so happy. He's such a nice guy too, and he's so accessible. Like, you know, like I like DM'd him.
Accessible?
Yeah, no, I literally DM'd him. I was like, dude, man, I loved your movie. It was so cool, you know, blah blah blah. I hope you're making a sequel. And he messaged me back like a couple hours later. He's like, oh, thanks for the support. And he was a really cool guy to talk to. So I'm really happy they're making a sequel. I can't wait for that.
I'll watch the sequel. I didn't love the first one, but I can see potential. I think Art's really cool. I just think the story was not really a story.
It wasn't. You're right.
I was just saying there was a story.
No, there isn't. And so like like a supernatural aspect gets added to it during the movie, which is odd, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And like knowing that the director was like, yeah, we just kind of threw it in. It's like, well, okay, then I'm justified in saying this is weird.
Yeah.
It's just like they got like, they're like, hey, the check cleared. Let's make him supernatural.
Well, that's how he was in the short. He was pretty supernatural.
Yeah.
And I guess they were just like, oh, let's put that in.
I didn't
Like
know
All
that
Hallows
movie
Eve.
either.
Throw people off.
I actually saw All Hallows Eve way before Terrifier came out, and a lot of people are like, "What's All Hallows Eve?" Now that Terrifier came out, it's like, "Oh yeah, I love All Hallows Eve."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally it. I think what All Hallows Eve is the most successful review you have.
I don't know.
I think that's one of our top reviews Terrifier, All Hallows Eve 2.
I liked All Hallows.
Oh,
I didn't
and,
like All Hallows Eve 2 very much.
I Spit on Your Grave, the remake. Those are like our 3 top ones.
I still haven't seen those.
Did you watch Deja Vu?
No.
That's like the sequel to the original.
I heard
but
about
apparently it's 3 hours long.
Oh,
I know. Why is
People are
everything
really going for that 3 hour mark these days.
I can't do that.
I absolutely don't want to watch any indie movie that's 3 hours.
She almost exploded watching Avengers Endgame. Like the credits rolled, and she's like, Google if there's a post credit. I'm like, no, there isn't, and she just ran out the theater to the bathroom. Yeah.
I've been doing that too, where after a movie, I check to see if there's a post credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I probably should have started doing a long time ago because I missed several post credit scenes because of that.
I stay all the time. However, I have looked up on Media Stinger, which is like the main site that has that, and they have been wrong for opening night movies. And so I left once and missed something because they added a mid-credit scene in the middle of, like, I guess the releases,
like post-production,
and it's just like, wait, what the hell? So like, I will stay to the end of the credits 100% of the time now, just in case.
But I think that's such a great thing that they do, because people like are watching the credits. So the people who really work hard in the film, they're actually getting like you're actually seeing the names of the people who.
Yeah,
really
but your eyes are just glazed over, waiting for it to end. You know, you're not like, oh man, Charlie's in this. You're like,
yeah, that's true. It's just like, I get it. There's a lot of people involved, and I appreciate that. However, especially when you take into consideration like stuff like Marvel, where they've got like an 8-minute block of just the visual effects guys, and it's just like, okay, like I don't know these people. No. I'm not going to go look them up either.
I don't need to know.
It is what it is.
Robert Downey Jr.'s coffee every morning.
They do have that, like his assistant and stuff.
Yeah, like,
it is funny.
Corey, I want to know what happens.
I liked. There was one that I saw for Godzilla King of the Monsters. I actually liked the end credits because they had a whole bunch of mention from people who used to play in the Godzilla movies and people who have died and stuff. So they had respect for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but they had a post-credit scene, which made it even more worth it.
Wasn't there? What post-credit scene? What in like Kong Skull Island was like?
Oh, that was the best one, I think.
He's like, what do you think of this? And he hits play, and you just hear Godzilla screaming.
Yeah, and then they have the picture of Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra on like the drawings, like the old ancient drawings, and then it cuts to Godzilla roaring. That's
cool. I never watched that, so I would have lost my shit if I was watching and like, yes, finally they're doing this.
I was gonna say, I really like the universe thing. I love the fact that when you connect movies together, especially when they do it just like as a surprise. Like you're like, oh, I didn't know these things were connected. Like they're linking the monster universe with the Pacific Rim universe now. And
are they really?
Yeah,
hopefully.
Apparently, that's like the big
kaiju killers.
Yeah, the big lake talk is that in like one of the upcoming monster movies, it's gonna be you're just gonna see one of the Jaegers come.
That would be
out. And I was like, that would be so cool.
It would be super cool.
The next one's going to be Godzilla versus Kong, though. So hopefully they have that after that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Pacific Rim versus Godzilla. Like, how does Godzilla fight a place? It's kind of like Lake Placid versus Anaconda. Like, how does an anaconda fight a place?
It's going to take a long time.
Was that movie good?
Well, Lake Placid versus Anaconda?
Yeah.
It was okay. I mean, it wasn't god awful, but
well, that's all that matters these days. If it's not god awful, then fine. We'll try.
A lot of people hated Lake Placid Legacy, which is like the newest one. I kind of liked it more than.
Are you gonna put her out on YouTube like that? Go ahead. She just got a snap from a friend of hers.
Hold it up.
That's just her. Hold on. Oh no! What happened?
Replay it.
What is this one?
Mm-hmm. I think she's watching the stream.
She's watching the stream, and it's her confused face, and at the bottom it says "Dick Shark?" So, hey Julia, All of Facebook sees you now.
We love you.
YouTube too.
It's just oh yeah, all of YouTube. I don't even know what social media we're on.
next picture is gonna have her just flipping the
And it just
camera off.
Dick Shark question mark?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
we're
God.
trying to spread Dick Shark awareness.
I did. They have this app where you can make your pet talk,
Mhm.
and I downloaded it and made this of my dog. It's hilarious.
They made it.
Hold on.
Oh, I
I
thought you were gonna say
I think they want to let me in picture, but don't they think I'm cute?
Oh,
you
it's
have to be
blown out. I
first.
can't see.
Oh yeah, hold
Well,
on one second.
maybe I could.
Let me. I'll turn down the brightness. I think that'll help. I'll just make it worse. I'll just finagle it, I guess, and try to make
Carter
it work.
Presley says hello, horror companions. Says the
Let's
best,
see.
says the best crossover I've
Here
seen
we go.
on YouTube.
Sorry.
Rise of the Boogeyman.
All right.
They say that you pick up.
Oh, hold on. All right. Let's see. Damn it! I keep on clicking on stuff. Son of a bitch! Shit! Got that skill. What's right?
That didn't help.
All right. All right. I'll just click it real quick.
What do you mean they want to let me in picture, but don't they think I'm cute? You have to be a service dog. Well, maybe I could go in there and I could straighten things out. Get a treat, have some pets. Good times, good times.
What is this?
Oh, that's right. They won't let me in there.
That's so cute.
What is this?
It's an app you can download to make your dog talk.
You now
Perfect.
realize that if she can make that work for the cat, that's all you're gonna see on her. So
Hey Ray, it's called My Talking Pet.
I'm on it.
Joey's like, you asshole.
Zachary hates. Oh wow!
Get out of here.
You get out, sir. You get out. Throwing him out.
He's trying to stir up some drama.
Mhm.
No thanks.
E.
He said, "Is there a shark in this house?"
Oh. Nice.
I feel a presence. I've never
Zelda.
sensed anything like it.
There is no shark in this room. This room is clean.
What happened to
That
that?
reminds me of Shark Exorcist. Did
Oh.
you watch that one?
Oh
I
my
was
God.
about to say there's probably like a psychic shark movie, but Shark Exorcist close enough.
You would think that it was like that. It's basically a girl starts turning into a shark and she's got like shark teeth,
What?
and they're trying to exorcise the shark out of her. It's
Oh,
odd.
God awful.
It's not great. That's for sure.
It's not great.
That sounds
I mean, a
horrible.
lot of people give Deep Blue Sea 2 crap, but have they seen Shark Exorcist?
Yeah,
Have
the
they
people that
seen-
are giving those kind of movies, like, they're hating on them. It's like, you guys haven't been to the bottom of the barrel,
No.
honestly. There are so much worse.
I've seen some people post like, "What's the worst shark movie ever?" People like The Meg, Deep Blue Sea 2. I'm like,
It's like, absolutely not.
Like you
Yeah,
are
no.
still on the surface of the water, my friend.
That's like back in the day, one of our first ones was Two-Headed Shark Attack, which I
Yep.
absolutely love. That's looking back, it's probably one of the best like low-budget sci-fi shark movies. But Sand Sharks, we also like hated at the time, but now we're like begging for something like Sand Sharks. Same with
Your
like
avalanche
Avalanche Sharks.
Avalanche sharks.
That's
it's amazing.
It's way better than like it's cool. It's just
It's got
really well
Emily
done.
Addison. It's got Emily Addison in a blue bikini. What's wrong with
Hell yeah.
that? Jay's like, you know.
I
Sharknado.
still know.
Octoquake.
Octoquake. I hope that's not real.
I would,
know.
and then there's gonna be a crossover with the Lavalantula at some point.
The
Oh
last
my god, I love Lantula. The second one's okay, but well, almost fell.
Are you reaching for it?
To Lavalantula? I never watched that one.
It was so weird. I mean, I don't know. I think they added new. Did they add? No, they didn't add anything new. It was just the same thing, kind of, but now they were in a different area. I think.
Fair enough. It's just like, hey, whatever works.
Yeah.
I would like another big ass spider. I think.
Yes.
And the
Oh,
same
yeah.
kind of crew, right?
That was great.
Yeah, same crew from Lavalantula.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised that was PG-13. It was quite gory. I was like, holy crap, how'd you get away with that? Like, why couldn't Critters Attack be rated PG-13 in that way?
Yeah, I don't know how it's rated R. If I knew that prior to like recording a review, I probably would have said something because I'm like, this is like for kids.
Jay, it's on the back of the box.
I didn't look at the back of the box. I looked at the front and was like, yeah, I'll watch that. That's dope. Even though John's been bugging me to review the Critters franchise for so long, like since probably day one, he's wanted to do that. That and Ghoulies. And I'm like, no. And then so like the other day I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna buy this Critters movie and we're gonna watch it today. He's like, what do you mean we're gonna start at number 5? I'm like, that's how it's going. Maybe we'll get to the original series at some point, John. I did get the box set for Critters so that we will do it, but
I have that over behind me somewhere. Of course I do.
I know you do. You're like a blockbuster.
it's cool. It's like it's a nice hard box too.
Yeah. They
I was
made one for
actually
It's Alive.
shocked.
They made one for It's Alive, and it's like a paper material. Like, it's really weak.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like, it's not like a hard box. It's like a soft box, if you can call
I
it.
don't want that.
No,
I don't
but it
want
has...
that shit.
I got it, though, because I love It's Alive, all 3 of them. The damn box set's terrible.
It's a damn shame. You sound so sad when you said that. Like, I love this. I love these movies.
And
With
you
the
just made
box.
Brienne leave.
I'm out of here. I can't handle weak ass cardboard.
It falls apart in my hand. What am I supposed to do?
Big
Damn
ass spider. Yeah. Big ass spider versus big Gatoroid.
shame. Mega Python versus Gatorade was a lot of fun.
Oh God, I forgot that. Thank you, Brian. I forgot that movie existed until right now.
Come on, had Debbie Gibson and Tiffany. What's wrong with that?
What? Oh yeah, I think you actually mentioned this to me before, or something, because I was. Oh, it was because there was another movie that had, I think, both of them. That
No, Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark had Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson in it. Okay.
As well as Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
Yeah, Debbie
True.
Gibson is still touring. Just by the way,
Really?
yeah.
So was Tiffany. Oh wait, is she touring? No, she remade her music video from the 80s. So it was kind of funny.
They're touring together with, I think it was like Cypress Hill, and like it was
What?
like it's this I Love the '90s tour that came through.
And
like
Salt and Pepper potentially.
yes, that's the other one.
After one quick Google, it's like I need to go to this.
Like, I think of like Boys to Men was around there.
Naughty by Nature, New Kids on the Block.
Naughty by Nature, that's what. New Kids on the Block. Yeah,
Guys,
listen to the right stuff.
this
I'm trying to find
it was
certain.
the 2019 mixtape tour.
That's what it was called.
They need to have the Go-Go's make a comeback.
Wait, I just missed it. It was last month. Are you kidding me? In
Big
Toronto?
Sack.
You missed it in Toronto. If Brian had only made 65K subs faster, you could have made it today.
I would have known. Damn it.
Damn it, Brian.
Actually, that same weekend is when I went to the 90s party, which was Aqua, Right Said Fred,
Oh,
S Club.
oh
wow.
my God.
Who else? Prozac, which I don't know if they made it to the US, really. They're
No, I
Canadian.
know who they are, though. They had they were in the US, just they weren't like that big.
What about the Go-Go's?
Not the Go-Go's.
No.
The Go-Go's.
No, Brian. You know what, Brian? Mute.
You have no power.
He's got a wrench, damn it.
What about Kim Wilde?
I don't even know who that is.
She's saying Kids in America
Oh.
in Cambodia.
I don't think that made it Canada. That's
She had a couple songs in The Strangers Pray at Night.
The Canadian government protected you from that. So no. We're not
Birth?
letting it.
a song
What about
called
Cyndi
Birthday.
Lauper? Come on, people.
Nope, I
Come
don't
on,
know
Mr.
her.
Backstreet Boys.
I am a boy band expert. Okay.
Backstreet Boys is dope.
Thank you.
Backstreet's Back was the best music video of all time.
Yes, it was.
I
Yep.
liked what was the song? Sorry. I'll think of it while you talk. I can't remember what it was called.
It was dressed up like different like the Mummy, Dracula.
It's the horror themed one.
Yeah, it was the horror themed one. It was
What about Michael Jackson's Thriller. That's probably too common ground, I guess.
Yeah,
And the bus driver.
that's
the
not
bus
cool
driver
anymore.
The bus driver was the best part of that. He's like, no, stay here. I'll fix the bus. You stay here in this creepy ass mansion, and I'll go to the bus.
I was at the dentist today, and on the radio I heard "Beat It" by Michael Jackson. All of a sudden, I just go,
Shimon. That would be the funniest. It's like, but you've got your like the thing holding your mouth open.
"Hold
That would be
still,
the
Brian."
funniest thing.
Here comes the drill. Shimon.
Oh God, what is that? What is that game where you have to wear the thing that keeps your mouth open?
Oh, the
I don't
brace
know,
or
but I
whatever.
hate it. I keep seeing all these YouTube thumbnails for it, and I'm like, that's disgusting and weird looking.
It's just all spit. You know, that's the spittiest game ever.
There was a YouTuber who actually invented that game.
Oh, that makes sense.
It Joe Santiago. I forget his name. He's hilarious. He's a Santagato. Yeah, he's a kid from New York City. He makes videos with his brother, and they just made up this game because like somebody they know is like a dentist, and they were like, it's hilarious when people try to like talk with that thing in there, and it turned into this big game. And it's like, how does dumb open mouth ASMR?
Hey,
shut up, Zachary.
I'm for it. Except not when it's just like, no, open mouth ASMR would be weird.
No.
Regular ASMR isn't weird.
Open mouth
What about,
ASMR is just like a lot of heavy breathing. No one wants that. Like,
What about a
you can see heavy breathing.
I watched some heavy breathing ASMR, straight up,
there's a Dick
and I'm
Shark.
not ashamed to admit it.
I was like, hey, listen, man, you wear like a badge of honor.
Hell yeah.
What about a virtual reality dentist trip?
Absolutely not.
No.
I don't go to the dentist. I quit 15, 20 years ago.
You can't quit the dentist.
You get-
Oh, I did, and I really need to go, but I'm terrified.
No,
I watched too much Dr. Giggles as a kid.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like the dentist.
And the dentist?
too.
Oh, the
Brace
dentist
yourself.
scarred me for life.
I
What about
have
moving
like a
teeth?
fake tooth, and the last time I went to the dentist, they like knocked it out. I'm like, I told you don't touch this tooth, and they
That's
touched it, and like a week later, it fell out again. So they had to like do more shit to it, and it drove me nuts. And I don't trust dentists because I'm like, you're gonna touch that tooth, and it's gonna fall out, and then I'm gonna have to pay more money, and it's gonna hurt for a week.
That's the touchy tooth.
What about that movie
You're
Teeth
not allowed to
with
touch
the
it.
girl who has the teeth in her? You know what?
I like that movie.
was
I
like,
haven't seen it in ages, but I like the concept. I remember it, but I can't remember everything about it, which will be fun to revisit.
Wasn't it? I have no idea if this is true or not, but wasn't it based like on true events or something?
Absolutely not.
Off of
Okay, I wasn't sure.
American football.
I was like, I don't think that's possible, but I wouldn't put it past it.
I just remember
I'm sure there are
watching
people
it,
that
like,
could claim that, and it's just
Yeah.
like, I swear, like I know a friend of mine.
"Dang
It
it."
happened to them.
It's like they
Urban
bite
legend.
hard.
It's an urban legend, which is a great movie. I love that
Anytime
movie.
anyone ever yells, "Oh my god," I just want to yell "vagina dentata," but nobody gets it.
What about
Present company included.
speaking of yelling stuff, they had like they were yelling for something to work, and they were doing numbers like no 369, and I screamed across. I was like, "Damn, she fine," and nobody got it. And I
Hey,
went back
I
to
like
work.
Lil Jon and Ying Yang Twins and East Side Boys, just like everyone else.
Gotta appreciate.
I was like,
I-
nobody joined me, and I was sad.
I miss Lil Jon. Where is he?
He's probably drunk somewhere.
He's drunk. He's drunk screaming somewhere.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
He's in a club in Atlanta right now, not paying for drinks, going yeah.
We're in the wrong business, guys.
Exactly.
We're in the wrong business.
It's true.
We need to become hype men and
Yeah,
hype women.
When you only
Become a
say
Rico
like
man.
three phrases, and here's your $1 million. Yeah, I'm into that.
Yep. DJ Khaled did the same damn thing. And look at him.
Seriously, he did.
Who did?
DJ Khaled.
Yeah,
And now all he does is like scream at his kid.
All he does is say his own name on other people's music.
DJ Khaled.
He goes, DJ Khaled. And then he's like, here's your $1 million, sir. And he's a good
Thank you very much. See you later.
He just gets in the studio and he's like, DJ Khaled. All right, I'm good.
There's no way. I'm going to bet it takes hours for him to get it right. He seems like the kind of guy who would take
like
2 hours.
to
Like, okay, that's the one. No, maybe the one before that. Okay.
He's like,
All
you know
right,
what? No, I don't feel like my inflection on the J was good enough. Let's run it again. And he goes back.
Meanwhile, in Brian Land.
Meanwhile, Brian's just like,
Aww.
okay.
All right, bring it back.
Shark
Gators,
voice.
shark stuff.
Did you guys see Crawl yet?
No.
I did not see it,
Oh,
unfortunately.
it's so
People
good.
talk about this movie like it's really good.
Yeah, it is really good. I really enjoyed it.
I don't know if it's in theaters around here still.
It bombed, kind of. It made its money back, but it didn't like make a major amounts. Actually, made less than Piranha 3D, which is sad. Which
Ooh.
Piranha 3D is awesome, but
Yeah, but it wasn't a wide release, was it?
Yeah, it was. It
Was
was.
it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was directed by the same guy who did Piranha 3D.
The problem is around us is that there's, well, I guess probably elsewhere as well, is there's all these other kids movies that are taking up all the matinee spots. So the only times that I could possibly see it is 9:30 at night, which is like unrealistic for me to go to a movie.
That's your bedtime.
And that's on like, I don't feel like, especially if I'm going to do a review of it, like I'd go watch it and do a review that night. It's like absolutely not filming a review at 12 o'clock.
No. Delirious review.
I know that Jay and I have differing opinions about Child's Play.
Do we?
Yeah, because I commented on your thing saying like I like your review, but I don't agree with this or something like that. Let me look it up.
What did you do?
What, you hate Seed? If you hate Seed?
No, I love Seed.
Okay.
Got real defensive.
I was about to say,
Dang.
Seed's a good movie.
What about Bride? My number one.
Right.
It's okay. No, I'm talking about the new Child's
that's
Play,
it.
the brand new one.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
you forgot about.
Rayan only likes it because of her love for Jennifer Tilly.
I mean, hello.
I mean,
Hell yeah.
Jennifer Tilly, come on.
Her?
I've been watching some replays of her poker games.
Very
Like a-
captivating stuff.
Good
like
at
a
poker.
uniform.
Actually, that's the thing. She was dating the professional poker player. Was it?
Yeah.
Phil Knight, I think it was.
Phil Lack, who's
Oh,
the,
Phil Lack, yeah,
the Unabomber.
Yeah, the Unabomber. Yeah.
That is an unfortunate nickname.
No, because he always wears.
He wears his hood up with his glasses,
Yeah, so he looks like the Unabomber
Nails
mug.
fall.
so
Drawing.
you can't read his face. You don't know. You never know. And now look at him, millionaire, and dating and/or married to potentially Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, it's pouring. That's why I was like,
No.
I was like, what is that noise? I was like, oh, it's raining. That's awesome.
I just found the comment. It says, "Love this review, but I have to disagree with one thing. I feel that if it was its own film, there'd be a lot of people just calling it that a ripoff, or a ripoff, or that it should have been just called Child's Play. I guess we could go both ways, but in the end, you'll always have people disagreeing with the film's approach." I have no idea what that even started from. I was just reading the comment.
I think that it would be a cool movie. It would be a way better movie if it wasn't called Child's Play, and they didn't try and use Chucky. If it was just some other doll, that like the whole idea of Alexa, I have to make sure that she doesn't fucking say anything.
She always hears.
I know, always. Or
No,
like all smarts technology, like that's a great concept, and I really enjoy it. And I mean, you can see that even in the Broken Mirror with like Miley Cyrus, they did the same thing, and it's a great concept. But they didn't need it to be Child's Play. They didn't need to have Chucky. They just like basically, it seemed like they threw it in, even though that's not actually the case.
Yeah.
It just seemed like it was tacked on, like especially even choosing his name. Like, come on, it's just like, we're just gonna call him Chucky for absolutely no reason, not because of like a dog that just died or something. There's no relevance to why they call him Chucky.
That's true. I was thinking about that the other day too, about how they called him Chucky for no good reason.
And like maybe if it was a more common name nowadays, like maybe back in the day, sure, Charles was a popular name. It's not as much so like now, especially for these kids, you know.
So just name him like Brian.
Name him Brian. There you go. Bry guy. What's up?
Yeah. I think that if they didn't name it Chucky, then it wouldn't have even been slightly successful, because even though it was called Child's Play, it was not successful in theaters. Like, it made its money back, but it didn't make like even 3 times as much. It made like $30 million, which is sad.
I think part of the problem is because they called it Child's Play.
Well,
I think if
they go both ways. I mean, you have to ask like a whole bunch of people and get statistics for this, because
I know
there's people who love remakes and people who hate remakes. It's all over the place.
I agree. But the fact that it is already all over the place means that like you're limiting your audience, because you're going to have this big bulk of people that will absolutely guaranteed not to watch it, that were already horror fans and probably were already invested in the original franchise, which you're trying to cater to.
Plus, another go. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
And so, like, as horror fans, most of the time we're going to the theaters for good-looking movies anyway. Like, because we want to support the horror that actually does make wide release, assuming that it's not all jump scare bullshit, which I do not support, by the way.
Yeah, but I could also see that because horror movies are more popular now than they probably have ever been, except for maybe in the 80s. Because like you have a whole bunch of people on YouTube talking about horror movies. Back when I started, there was only maybe like not 3 or 4, but maybe 10 or 20 channels.
Yeah.
Now they're all over the place. So I think the horror crowd is bigger. So if you were to remake Child's Play, I think it should have catered to the original a little bit more. But I do like the AI approach, and I think it's a good starting point for that kind of concept. I mean, it did start off with Terminator, kind of. But now it's like now they're kind of bringing it back. I think Child's Play was a good starting point, but I think they could do better things with other movies.
Brian's the OG horror YouTuber.
He is.
He's part of the original.
He was one of
10.
One of the first people that I watched. Him and
Eric Harrison from the
Eric
Death Twitch.
Harrison, the Death Twitch.
Yeah.
Effing genius.
Effing genius. I love that.
Which he dropped shortly after, I guess, or maybe like 2 years after I knew him.
Yeah, I think he did it because he liked the name Death Twitch better or something. I don't know.
The 13th Wolfman was also one of the first people that I watched, I think.
Oh, yeah. I used to
that
watch
guy's a genius. He knows everything.
Yeah. I forgot who I was watching at first. I know I was watching like the big timers like Jeremy Johns and stuff. But there's a lot of people who've been around for a lot longer than I have. I started in like 2011, and then I started reviewing in 2013.
What about Jaren? What the hell's his channel called now? You know him. Oh my god. He's like way bigger. Like he's got like 150K and he's Dutch. It's Jaren, but I don't remember his channel name. And he does all like the video nasties and extreme movies.
Horrible reviews.
Horrible reviews, yes. He was also one of the first people that I watched too.
Yeah, and Cool Duder and Brendan Mitchell kind of sometimes reviewed movies too.
Yeah.
And Pizzalwell, I think is how you pronounce it. He was around for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. He's still making movies?
Videos, yeah, Pizzalwell. Yeah, I watch him sometimes.
I think I used to watch like his Arrow, his like Blu-ray unboxings and stuff.
Yeah, back then Arrow didn't release movies to the US, so you had to like get them imported. A long time. I feel like we're two grandparents.
The good old days.
I feel like we're grandparents and Jay and not Jay, Ray and Joey are just like listening and like, oh, this is a great story. So we gotta remember these for all the old times.
Yeah, this is our porch moment. Sitting back, remember the good old days when there wasn't demonetization and we just did whatever we wanted.
Yeah, remember the really early days of YouTube where you could have porn on YouTube. That was something.
That was
like 2005. Good old porn.
The best of days.
That's before Google bought it.
Yeah, I actually found YouTube through. I was looking at like a shark movie site, of course.
I was about to say.
And they had this fake trailer for Jaws 5, and I watched it. Like, what is this site? Because the pictures quality and the buffering is really quick and really high quality. And I looked up YouTube, and I'm like, wow, I want to make a channel on here someday. And of course, it all stemmed from the fucking shark movie site.
Of course.
What qualifies as a professional YouTuber? I don't know.
I guess
You're asking the wrong crowd.
I was gonna say
We
all
both
of
have
us.
Got meat, maybe.
Yeah, all of us like I'm literally live streaming between my two jobs. Like I'm gonna go out and drive Uber tonight. You know, and I work my regular office job this morning.
Nice. Well, so you do
Team-
both?
Yeah, I have a regular office job Monday to Friday. I drive Uber on the weekends.
Well, if you can make some bank, especially like on the weekends for Uber.
Yeah. Well, we live right in between like two colleges, so
Ooh, nice.
especially when the college kids are there, it's really profitable because they like the freshmen and the sophomores can't have cars.
Right. And they're just going to bars and drinking. They gotta get home. Nice.
Team Money 86 says, just want to hop on and say congrats, dude. That is a H ...
Just
hell of a lot of subs.
Dropped an F.
Well done, you deserve it. Thanks, Team Money. He's actually a really good YouTuber too. He does a lot of collection updates and stuff.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can never understand because I always watch his videos, and then he always has like more dislikes than he has likes. I don't get it.
Got some haters. He's got some haters out there. Just
I know it's ridiculous.
they click the bell and they're waiting. Upload another one.
I
don't know if it's calmed down now, but when I watched some of his older videos, there was like, holy crap.
Listen, that is classic Carter Presley. That is amazing. Make
Killer Condom versus Dick Shark. I would watch that. Absolutely. Killer Condom, I really liked. It was one of the first horror movies I think me and John watched ever together.
What was it? Dick Shark?
No, Killer Condom.
Oh, okay.
Back when he was in university, it was like 4 hours away. Like I would go there because they'd have I forget what it was called, Cinema One, I think. I'm not sure if that's a US brand or not, but it was like a dope store that had all this weird imported stuff. And so, of course, Killer Condom was like one of the ones that we picked up. That and Slashers, which is a fantastic, terrible movie.
I love the terribly fantastic. It's so.
Have you seen that one? It has like a money sign, Slashers. It's about a Japanese game show, and they kill.
I think I've heard about it.
It is fun, and it's terrible, but it's fun. There's practical effects. There's awkward nudity. There's tons of awful acting, but some kind of cool killers, and also really annoying stuff. But it's fun.
Yeah. Team Money says Nah hasn't calmed down the dislike, so that sucks. It really does, because
it's still interaction.
Yeah, it is.
Thankfully, it doesn't matter. Like YouTube
doesn't
matter at all.
Yeah, YouTube will. If you get like all dislikes and no likes on every one of your videos, YouTube usually takes notice. Is this like a what do you call it? Like when they promote fake movies or something like that kind of site. But I think you'll be fine though because you do get likes. So
what sucks is it's still like even if it doesn't have any weight for like the algorithm or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's still like to this day, even if I have like 200 likes on a video and then I get one dislike, I'm like, what motherfucker just disliked this and why? I get so mad. Well, like not so mad, but I'm just like, are you kidding me? This is like the best review I ever did. And then you always have to think when you're doing anything with movie related stuff, it's genuinely people are going to dislike because they didn't like the movie, not necessarily what you've said about the movie.
Yeah, I mean,
sure there are people that will do that, and that's totally fine. They dislike your opinion, they're going to dislike. But most of the time, it's like, oh, yeah, Dick Shark sucked, downvote. It's like, you're going to get that. Just, I would not worry about it.
One review I'm kind of, sorry. One review I'm kind of concerned about is I did a review for Critters 3, and it has 7 likes, which is great, but also has 6 dislikes, and I do not know how that happened. It's like 6. What the hell? And it's got like less than 100 views. I'm like, Jesus.
Don't dislike if you didn't like the movie. We're warning you. Don't go watch this movie. It's terrible.
Damn Critters 3.
Well, that's the one that's getting dislikes.
Yeah, Critters 3. You were what they eat. The review has like 6 dislikes and 7 likes. It's like the damn video.
Literally every
comment. Like none of my other videos have that many dislikes. I mean, like none of my other review videos.
Yeah, that's actually pretty high, especially for like
Yeah,
like 50%.
It's like
That's nuts.
45-50%. Oh, let's see. What does it have now? It's at 6 dislikes and 7 likes, but it has 177 views. I actually thought it had less.
If you don't like the movie, don't watch the review.
And so many people just want like. There's so many people that just want to just chain videos of stuff they don't like just so they can bitch about it. And I don't get it. I've never done that.
Mm-mm.
Like the only time I really comment on YouTube is if I have actually something to say. Like I'll watch tons of people's videos, but like I almost never comment. If I comment, it's on a specific thing, not necessarily about the video, just something maybe mentioned in the video.
Yeah, I try to comment as much as I can, but sometimes like I'm on my phone in bed watching the video, I'm like I don't feel like getting out of the covers and commenting.
Especially like I usually watch on a tablet, and the comment system is like harder to get to, and it's just like no, I don't want to have to exit my full screen and scroll past the related videos so I can comment. It's just not happening.
Yeah, that's the same for my iPhone.
Usually I watch on like a different account as well. Then it's like, okay, if I'm watching on a personal account, like I'll probably want to comment as Bloodbath and Beyond, which means I have to switch the account now. And it's like, well, fuck this. I don't want to do it. So I just don't.
Yeah.
Likes and dislikes don't mean shit to YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, some people I have had like it's weird because it kind of stinks because sometimes I watch other people's videos and it's not that I'm upset that they got all this, but it's like, so let's say a person has like 100 subs and they have like 20 comments on one video. I'm like, where's that on my channel? But at the same time, I realize that not everyone comments on everyone's videos. So.
You got to think too, like
Ryan always comments on ours.
What's weird, the same thing happens with us. Like you can look at we have bigger sub counts, but if you look at the interaction, it might be very similar to somebody with 500 subs. Or
isn't it weird? Like
it is very strange. It's probably because they're older accounts. That's what I feel. I've been trying to get to the bottom of this and I can't. But like Drum Dumps, for example.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go.
I was just saying, Diva Ducks, thank you for giving Critters 3 a review and another like. I appreciate it.
Everybody go to the 3 video and like it.
Fine.
Fine. Dislike it.
What I was gonna say is like,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
You'll have channels that have like 20,000 subs, but they'll have crazy interaction.
Yeah.
Because they're building like a community outside. So Drum Dumps, he has Killer Flicks on Facebook, and they're very, very. They'll watch all of each other's videos, and it's a very tight community. And you'll see like some of their videos get like 20, 30,000 views, even though their sub count is far less than that, which is strange. And then like we'll get 2,000 views for like an 80K channel. Like I don't think subscribers, like because of the change with the notifications and subscriptions, like subs don't matter like nearly as much as they did, except for like potentially asking a company like, hey, can I review your movie? It's like, I have 80,000 subs. Maybe 1,000 of them might see the video, but come on.
Yeah.
It's some leverage.
That's why I started promoting the notification bell, because that does help.
Yeah, I need to do that more often.
Yeah, we're very, very, very lucky to have the farsighted network that we're part of. And they're like super, like we get like screeners and we get like all types of opportunities like that. So they have been a great blessing. And we get to see like movies before, like we get to see some movies before they come out, like the Endless. We saw the Endless before it actually came out. I loved that movie.
My favorite movie of 2018 or 2017 or whenever it came out.
Yeah, what's your theory about the end of that?
I don't remember it, but I don't want to spoil it. Oh, yeah, I do remember it because it's similar to the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it's resetting?
Yes, 100%.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, apparently they got another like on my Critters 3 review, so whoever
just dropped another one, baby.
Dropped another one, self-promotion,
Great video, pal. Here you go. Have a comment.
He's like Oprah over here. You get a comment.
And you get a comment. I'm gonna go make a drink real quick. I'll be back in a sec.
And Brian, check under your chair because you got a comment.
Oh no, it's not a comment. It's just a like. Same thing. Just pull up a big like symbol.
What is it? Critters 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are what they eat. Let me see. It's like the 15th or 20th review going down. Actually, probably less.
I just liked it.
I thought you said you disliked it. I was like, wow.
Oh, I just liked it, and so did the Rayanimator Reviews page.
Yay! 10 likes. Thank you guys.
But yeah, dude, I love the interaction we have in the live streams and in like the comment section, especially when it comes to other horror YouTubers, like ones that are like bigger than us, like Drew, Monty, Queenie, Dave Maggot, just a bunch of you guys are just like, oh, this is an awesome review. I'm definitely gonna check out this movie now, and it's just like that's so cool that there's this little network of support.
It was never about who was more famous for me. Like, I don't care if you're famous. It's just you're a person. That's all that matters. And if you're a good person, you're my friend.
That's because you're a good person.
I'm your friend to the end.
Heidi ho! My brother always laughs when I make the Mickey Mouse laugh. It's like, oh my gosh. Oh. I think I did that when Chase was on one of our live streams, and he was just like, ugh.
Did you do the Chase grumble? I love the Chase grumble. The like whenever I say something that's a super like anti-Chase opinion, he just goes.
Every time I made a pun, it was like he would just give that groan.
I love him.
Joe, did you like it? Yes, I did like with my other account. Yes, I did. With my repeat, aka Groom of Rayanimator.
.com. P.S. Welcome. .org. .org.net. The darknet.
That / what was the name of before MySpace and Facebook and everything? What was the name of that really shitty social media site? Oh, what was it called? GeoPages or something like that? Oh,
they were all shitty back then.
Oh, they were
yeah,
so
that's
terrible. Listen. I don't think we appreciate MySpace for what it was. MySpace taught us all how to code. Okay. Like we were all like, I remember I was like coding stuff and figuring out how to like LiveJournal. I remember that one, Diva. I remember LiveJournal. That was hard. That crashed a lot. But yeah, like I don't think we truly appreciated, like we didn't appreciate MySpace while we had it, because we were coding stuff. There were songs playing on our MySpace. We had our top 5, top 10 friends. I miss MySpace.
Same.
And in a crazy thing, you know who has invested in the revamping of MySpace? Justin Timberlake has apparently dumped millions of dollars into redoing and then relaunching. And I was like, I care about.
I'm gonna have to try to remember my password.
All I care about. No, my entire MySpace was spent during my first marriage. I want to let that account. Let that be dead somewhere. I'll make a new one. But all I want Tom to be my friend. That's
Hell
all.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that I have Tom in the white shirt looking at you like this. That's all I want. I want to make sure Tom is everybody's friend again.
My favorite day this year was when MySpace, their music service went down and deleted all music that was uploaded. And I'm so thankful because I was very active on MySpace when I was a rapper.
Did we lose all the MC Escher stuff?
No, MC Escher is fine.
Okay.
I have that. I had another rap name, and I had like 300 plus songs. Like I've made hundreds of songs. I was like really into the battle rap scene, and some of the early shit was like so bad, but I couldn't log into that account. I could delete it off of most other sites. There's some stuff still on YouTube, which is fine. But like,
I can find it.
But man, on MySpace there was like the worst stuff. I'm like, please, I just need this off of here, but I couldn't log in because my email was a Hotmail account that I couldn't log into my Hotmail, and I probably deleted the account, which means I couldn't log into the MySpace. It's like, well, how are you supposed to get in? So I'm just so happy that they deleted the music.
I had an old Yahoo email account.
Yeah.
That was a terrible, terrible name, and I had like from like pro like okay, so you made music in like the early 2000, so Pro Audio 8. I had Pro Audio 8, and my buddy had we had a vocal booth, and I uploaded so much music to MySpace.
Hell yeah.
Under this terrible DJ name.
What was it?
I don't even because the picture is horrible.
That's what I'm saying. Keep that low key.
Listen, I'm so happy that I never branched that music off of MySpace music, and now it's dead. And now
we can rest easy a little bit.
Listen,
you'll find some other shit one day, but that's fine. At least the rap's gone. Or the DJ music. Please tell me you wore like mesh shirts.
Nope. Cowboy hat.
Ew.
Overall.
Cowboy hat. No.
DJ Tex.
We're getting divorced.
It was horrible.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
And I had my buddy Justin, and I'm gonna call him out on this. He was DJ Flex, so we had Flex and Tex.
And
we made
threw up in my mouth.
Terrible, shitty music together.
Awful.
You're right.
It was awful.
No,
Zach is right. He's like,
the internet
is never dead. It's somewhere. You're right. I've had to shut down a couple music videos that I tried to delete that have been re-uploaded multiple times because somebody's got a folder of all my old, just me freestyling in my goddamn living room. It's so awkward when I'm like learning how to edit, and it's just so bad. I've shown them on my like Twitch stream before, but like they're really bad, and they just keep getting uploaded, and I hate it.
Oh my god! I think I you know what? I think I saw one during one of your Twitch streams.
Well, we're not mentioning. We're not talking about it anymore.
Which Twitch stream, Jay?
Yeah, because
I don't know. I probably deleted it.
I get notified because through the Nexus bloodline.
Oh yeah.
And so I get notified when everybody from that is doing something. I remember I popped on. I was like, he's not even playing it. What am I watching?
Oh, if it's like hosting someone.
Yeah.
Probably.
I was like, what is this? I was like, this is amazing. I need this as a ringtone.
No, absolutely not. No.
Battle.
Jay says nay. It's time to play.
Living room.
That was hot. Spitting fire. Those are bars, Brian.
He's enjoying his live stream with Ray.
Woo!
Hey. I don't even like rap, but I'm pretty good at this.
You just started, and those are better than half of the rappers that are popular today.
Yeah.
You can't even. At least I could understand you.
Yeah. It is a mumble rap, which is little everything. I swear they like going, I'm little, and then they look around the house like I'm little
kettle.
I'm a little pot.
I'm a little lamp.
A little lamp.
I love
Little Lava would be dope. That's a cool name. You
Little
can call it Lil LL. Little Lava Lamp.
LL Cool J.
Little Lamp.
It's already taken.
Little did we know the LL and LL Cool J stuff for Lava Lamp.
Lava Lamp Cool James.
I don't care what you say. I still love him in Deep Blue Sea.
He was great in Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
I absolutely love him.
We'll have to give that to him.
Oh my god. Did you see what Diva Ducks commented?
Yo, that is great.
His name is Jay.
That is great. You need to use that.
Ooh, that's fire. I like that.
Say it.
Listen, you need to wrap.
I'm not saying this.
Aww.
His name is Jay.
I'm not doing it.
Don't forget to subscribe to Bloodbath and Beyond.
What?
What?
Mic drop.
Yeah. There was a time where I was thinking of doing like a little rap song because we got this. What was it?
Jay's like, why didn't I think of that?
Down.
There was a movie that I found in I love finding stupid ass DVDs in like bargain bins. And it came with 4 hot beats to rap over. It was like It was called Urban Massacre, and it's just like about a rap contest gone wrong because someone's trying to kill their way to the top and win the competition to get the record deal.
Sounds like Leprechaun in the Hood.
Yeah, it's
Oh my god, great movie.
except this has way more rapping. There's legit just like full songs, and you get the beats as bonus features on the disc. And so at the time we were really small when we reviewed it, but we're like, if you guys want to drop bars on this, we'll rap your bars over these hot beats and make like a cool music video. And unfortunately, I wish we had the audience at the time because we would have done it. Now it's not going to happen.
Just share the video on your page and be like, hey, remember this?
Remember this? Drop your fire.
Oh my god.
Them good old days, I tell you what.
That was like, can you believe MySpace was like almost 20 years ago?
Is MySpace still
Oh my
active
God.
or is it shut down?
Yeah, it is currently active.
It is correct.
But it's like weird. Like you scroll to the right. Like it's a very strange site to use.
Ugh. I mean, people mostly read from right to left, so left to right. I'm sorry. So
But
you
I
would
mean,
think-
like on like a website, usually you scroll down. This one you scroll to this way. Like it's what the hell?
That would confuse me. I'd be sitting there like, why is this not scrolling? Getting mad.
it'd be trippy like Hellions. I watched Hellions the other day. I actually I went on to search if you guys reviewed it. Hellions.
No, I haven't seen that.
It's really trippy.
I think we did a trailer reaction back in the day.
I did too, but I think you did too. I watched it with my brother, and like halfway through, we're like, should we be smoking for this?
Weird movie you love that you keep watching over and over. And I walked in the living room. I was like, what the hell is this movie?
It sure isn't Cry Wolf.
With the,
No, it's
hey,
not.
listen, you leave underscore Wolf alone. That is a classic. It's a great movie.
I just keep watching clips of Rocket Man.
What is it? Nightbreed?
I love Nightbreed.
I heard it re-releasing the cable cut, which I have to get.
Into the middle of Nightbreed, and I watched it for 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck?
What is going on here?
What is this?
Oh, remember Vanilla Gorilla Beast?
Oh yeah, he was one of the early guys that I would watch all the time. Him and his like poop.
Poop.
I
Buddy.
forget. Wait, what the hell was it? It was just like an animated poop. Like anytime a movie was shitty, he'd have this like poop walking around the screen.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I actually won one of his contests, and he sent me the non-cable cut Scream Factory release of Nightbreed, and I eventually found out why, because the cable cut was coming out. He didn't want the original version.
Oh,
I was like, oh, thanks, Vanilla Gorilla Beast.
did he stopped making movies or reviews for a while? I remember the first Texas Frightmare we went to. I went to the washroom, but like Trav was sitting there, and he ended up meeting him. But like I never met him, but he was there.
I'm like, hey, Bloodbath and Beyond. That's what he sounded like.
Vanilla Gorilla Beast throwback.
Hey, Vanilla Gorilla Beast.
Oh god.
I liked his Halloween setups he had too.
Yeah,
Like he always decked out his house and stuff for Halloween.
and working in like sketches into the beginning of his reviews, he put a lot of effort into what he did.
So same with.
I'm shocked that he just stopped, which is crazy.
Yes, I haven't even heard from him in a while.
This does
Same.
take a lot of effort. Like I didn't realize how much like a year and a half ago where she's like, hey, I've been talking to Brian Gatto, horror show host. Thanks, Brian.
Name drop.
And she's like, hey, I think I should do this YouTube channel. I was like, oh, that's awesome. My dad, I totally support it. And now I spend hours of my life editing videos.
Now, in between jobs, this is what you do.
I'm like, wait a second. And then it was like, I was like off camera and stuff like that. And then we did all right, listen, if we hit a certain amount of subs, I'll come on and we'll review a movie I like. And now it's like I'm on all the time and editing, and we're thinking of stuff to do. And we're like, oh, this would be a cool concept. And I was like, when the hell did I become a YouTuber?
Now you're a YouTuber. Look at you. And you know what? In 20 years, when you're like, oh, I hope YouTube loses all our videos, damn it.
Oh my god! I remember back in 2000, I think it was 11 or 12. I was trying to do my first review. It was of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I literally sat in front of like a phone, recording myself talking about the movie, like play by play. And I listened back to it. It was like 20 minutes long, and it was god awful.
Oh,
So he went into the house and bang, he died.
I think that's like what happens with every time somebody starts to review, and I did the exact same thing. It's like less of a review, more of just like, oh yeah, remember that time that they did this in that movie? And it's just like you're just talking about things that happened. You're not reviewing it.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind
But
of like
It's still fun.
it's kind of like how the Cinema Snob does it, or Dead Meat kind of does it like that too, where it's a play-by-play.
Yeah.
But they still fit in reviewing the movie too, which is nice. And Decker Shadow is pretty funny too.
I don't know Deckard Shadows.
He reviews a lot of horror movies and action movies.
We went back and looked at the first review, which is, that thing is, we had a significantly less quality laptop, no camera. We're using the webcam from it. There's too much white light in it. Ray looks like a ghost.
I am a ghost.
She looks like a straight ghost. There's so much white light coming on, and it's like we're using like the inboard mic and the camera from this crappy laptop we had before, like no like outboard camera or mic, and it's like there's like a 15-second delay. We're like, is this on? Is this on? Hi.
I'm awkward and very white.
And it's just like we're just sitting there laughing. I was like, oh my god! And now we have like the
Burn
custom. We have the custom intro we got from our friends at Jerks Productions. We have the custom social media outro that I made, and it's like now we have separate like custom intro for when she does her makeup reviews. And then it's just like I just think back to like I remember she used to just do everything. Well, she still does a majority of them all in one take. But when she messes up, I get these high quality bloopers. These high quality bloopers, and I swear to everybody, I will pull all of them together and just make this blooper reel so you can see this.
She said, "You better not."
She had this one time where she said the same word 3 out of like 6 words that she said, and then she just went redundant and hit click, and then I was like, I'll be back here, like, because I'll like do like the review and everything, and then I'll go look at all the unlabeled videos that are screw ups, and I just start laughing.
I should have just deleted them.
Now I have them all saved, and I'm going to make an awesome blooper reel, and it's going to be.
I would do it soon because eventually there's going to be so many bloopers. You can be like, shoot.
For
What do I do?
It's going to be like a 3-hour of Avengers movie.
You have to put it as a premiere on your channel. Like, check out the blooper reel.
But no, like I always love that. I love the blooper stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we can't post because it's like we have the A disc thing from Amazon. I don't want to say the name. Sitting right in front of us, so we'll like listen to music while like she's doing makeup and I'm getting everything ready and stuff like that. And a lot of it is just us being goofy and singing like Meatloaf to each other, totally clips of the heart to each other, and it's hilarious.
Man.
And it's like for people to see.
I'm doing it wrong. I want to start breaking into song and dance.
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Yeah.
From the table, be like,
I would see. Oh, that's my.
Just me and John awkwardly swaying.
Yes.
Saying, a close from the heart. No, thank you.
Just like pop up.
we are the champions.
Bloodbath and Beyond karaoke night.
Oh my god!
Absolutely not.
I
am the most introverted person, despite how often I'm in front of the camera. I hate doing anything like that.
Oh no! I'm not talking about going out for karaoke night. I'm talking about like a live stream.
Oh, I can do some SingStar.
Oh,
absolutely no. I used to be really into SingStar back in the old SingStar days.
I used to be into Guitar Hero. Couldn't play it for
Hell
sure.
Yeah.
What's the thing? What's the thing now that's like sing that? What's it called?
There's like a Twitch sings one.
No, there's like TikTok, I think it's called.
Oh, TikTok is just like it's like Vine, basically.
Yeah, it's Vine with singing,
but for like not our age group.
This is Will Sasso on Vine.
Oh.
That's what I miss with the lemons.
Oh yeah,
lemons.
As we have the Bono song, YouTube. Lemon.
I actually do subscribe to that Decker Shadow guy.
Oh, you did?
I just didn't recognize who he was. It's
Oh, okay. Yeah, he
the
does
Guy
long
Fawkes
videos.
looking guy.
The what?
Yeah.
The Guy Fawkes looking guy with the long hair and the,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the mustache, like he's mischievous.
I love his intro. It's like, hello, Internet. I'm Decker Shadow, the Internet personality with the best hair.
Oh,
Accurate.
that is
Yeah.
a bold claim.
It's like the Weird Al hair. Like he's known. He'll be known for this look.
And then he cuts his hair and everyone unsubs.
It's just not the same.
It's
If they hate me for my lack of ice, imagine a drastic hairstyle change from that.
Afro.
Like a nice Bob Ross.
What the hell is this?
Hi, I'm Jay Shaggy. How's it going?
How's it going? I've just been hiding my amazing afro under this hat for 5 years.
Oh my god! Yeah, like you take it off and it's like.
Oh my god! I wish
You're like, so
I wish I still had long hair. It would have been so much fun nowadays to work with.
Same. Mine was down to my nipples. Like I had braids and shit. Like I was a little too gangster for my own good, if I'm being honest.
Could have went with like upper back, but no, he went right to nipples. It's like you
well, upper back is like, depends on how big your back is.
Depends on how
you never know where upper back is. Nipples, it's like you can see where my nipples are. So you can visualize this. Don't try and guess where my upper back is.
Jay, I just want to let you know I don't ever look for your nipples.
What about nipple
in
shark?
and around this area?
You can't forget about nipple shark.
You're making big circles there. Is that how big your areolas are?
My areolas are massive.
They should not be that big.
Actually, like bologna slices.
That's terrifying. Oh, there you go. There's another shark movie, Shark Nipples.
Oh.
Yeah, he said nipple shark. I'm down with it. I'll message Beelzebub and see.
Zach Ray goes, wait, what nipples? I'm paying attention now.
No, it's too damn late, Zach.
Not paying attention before Zach. Jeez.
This is our beautiful cat Mia, who Brian Gatto decided to start this rumor that I turn into the cat because the cat sits in my chair during when I'm not here. So Brian Gatto started this whole big thing like, no, he's a shapeshifter. He turns it. That's really Joey right there. He just turns to the cat and hangs out and sees if anybody says anything about him.
How is it so calm?
She's the best cat ever.
She's just like super chill.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Wow.
Listen, Jay, I had to edit a video once and put a blur box because she spent the entire video licking her asshole. She spent the entire video licking her asshole, and she didn't notice. Towards the whole review, and the cat just in there.
I was blind at the time.
And
I
she doesn't
really
notice
a lot of things.
I'm watching the video, and I'm like, do you know that the cat's licking herself? Like
she
half
did
the
like
video?
full kickstand.
Like she like like this, and she's like going to town. Right? Go on like YouTube blur box, and I had to set the blur box, and I had to move it with her. If she moved, and everybody thought that was the funniest thing in the world that I blurted out.
Monty was like, I don't know what your cat's doing, but I don't think it's good.
I was like, but the review was so good and it was done so well and it was perfect. I was like,
a mini full frame, just like, why is it cut like that? That's so neat.
But no, it's funny. She has so much personality, and you can see it in like the videos. She'll sit there and just watch her talk. Just sit there the whole time and watch her.
I'm sorry
talk.
for cursing.
And then Ray will notice it, and she'll look down. She'll go, right, Mia, and she'll be like, meow.
Wow.
Super cool.
So you guys know how I had 65,000 subs like 2 days ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm now at 65,165.
That's insane.
Can you?
Hell yeah!
That's so cool.
Just throw us 10,000. That would be great.
Please.
10,000 for you. 10,000 for you. Oh, where did all my subs go?
Say, don't you need 10,000 to be monetized?
I think so.
Isn't it 10,000?
No, it's 1,000. We need 1,000 and 4,000 watch time minutes.
Watch time minutes are actually really, really good. Which I was like, yeah, we may not have the subs, but our watch time is really good. So I'm like, oh my god, people are actually watching it.
And Sting.
People are like watching me sit there and just trash Loot Crate month after month after month. Where I'm just like, oh my, and then Brian
Metal straws, I loved it.
Metal straws. Brian loves commenting like on the Loot Crate videos where I'm just sitting there. I'm just like they sent me a
I can see how pissed you are already.
like they sent me a winter hat and scarf in June.
Perfect timing.
Perfect.
Awesome.
I put it on too, and I was like, I'm wearing it. I don't care. They sent it to me. It's like a NASA scarf and
It's
A
like
NASA scarf.
They're just like, we have nothing to send. We got the box full of these NASA scarves that nobody wanted ever.
It was a space themed one, and they sent people stuff from the movie Office Space. That has nothing to do with space.
Nah.
It's just in the title of the movie.
They're really stretching. Whoever's curating those boxes are fucking idiots.
Listen, they're literally like, oh shit, we ran out of the thing we were supposed to put in here. Let's see. It's a space box. Do we have any of those Office Space shirts? Yeah, throw me one.
Do you have
That'll
a
be fine.
on that computer? Just throw that in there.
Yeah,
Any
space bar.
You know the
staplers?
printer from the movie? Prop? Printer prop? I love that movie. It's so
Man.
hilarious. They go break up the printer with the rap music playing in the background.
I love the scene where he's driving in the car and he's like going like real hard. He's like, yeah, it ain't no. And he's going,
You watch yourself.
and then like I saw Brian reach for the mute button. I wasn't really gonna say the words, but you know, he's going like he's like real hard. And it's that nerdy white kid, and he's going like real hard with the rap music, and then like somebody pulls next to him, he just rolls up his window and he mutes it. That's the kid. His name's Michael Bolton in the
Michael Bolton.
Yeah, Michael Bolton. Is it what's your favorite Michael Bolton song? That's such a great like. Oh my god, that's such a great.
At least we got
such a great
something
movie.
for Brian in our last Loot Crate.
Oh yes. Speaking of Shark Week, na.
Oh, what's that? Is it?
This is your present.
A drain stopper?
A dog rain stopper. Oh, hold on. You need to physically see what this thing was.
What I've always wanted.
All right.
I opened it up and we looked at it. I'm like, what am I going to do with it?
Come on, that's not fair, but they got me a Jaws sticker on my phone. What would you give me? A Jaws drain stopper.
And Brian, look, it goes over your drain.
Oh my
Little shark head.
I'm just going to hang it up.
Amazing.
It's the face of the shark stabs on a Lego. But yeah,
I love that it's not even painted. They didn't even give a shit.
No.
They're like, here you go.
they're just like, here you go. And it's like, it's just
Okay. It's
And I was like, we looked at each
I'm
other.
fucking crying.
We were both like, Brian.
it's okay. You can forget it like those Godzilla posters.
Oh my god.
Speaking of which, we have to make sure.
How do they not even paint the shark, dude?
I know, right?
Listen,
No F's given.
Loot Crate.
Like, why did we make this? I don't know. Throw it in with the NASA stuff. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. Loot
Pretty
Crate
much.
is the greatest robbery ever known. Like Bernie Madoff must be somehow in Loot Crate.
Oh my
That is
god,
the
hilarious.
biggest scheme ever. Oh man, I literally superimposed the Loot Crate symbol onto a trash can with like garbage coming out of it for the videos. And I went in on them, and then I canceled it. And then a month later, they sent me another one.
Bonus content.
It wasn't a bonus. It was I canceled it, but their shipping is so far behind
Oh,
that I
Yeah.
got one after I canceled it because I paid for it like a couple weeks before that.
You paid
maybe
for it
maybe that scarf one was actually like just not on time.
Yeah.
Like 7 months later. Oh yeah, here's your scarf and winter hat.
Oh my god.
Don't sweat to death.
Now I feel like okay with my BAM boxes that I get. Like half of those are like, okay, what am I gonna do with this fucking thing?
Yeah.
But now it's like, you know what? Not that bad in
Like
comparison.
one of their videos, they had like they gave him metal straws. It was the funniest thing.
Metal straws. Those are the things I need to get one.
Yeah.
Because I hate these paper ones I'm getting. You can't have a milkshake. They're not strong enough. You can't get the strong enough suction to drink a milkshake out of them. And so you have to wait for it to like chill right out melt a little, but by then you've got a frayed ass straw that you can't drink from anyway.
No.
That's
Joey's gonna be like, "What's your PO box, Jay? I'll send you some metal straws."
I got some metal straws coming to Canada for you. Okay. Give me your box.
I'm gonna get one that's like a keychain one, so I have it everywhere I go, right beside my USB and my keys.
That'd be really weird.
It's gonna look like a magic wand, like friggin' Doctor Strange on that ass.
have a lightsaber straw. You just
Yeah,
Yeah, it just glows in the dark.
I drink my milkshake.
Milkshake, I drink that.
All right, Carter has been saying Thanos versus every horror character for like 5 times now.
Wouldn't it just be Thanos?
All right, so we have to.
It would just be Thanos wins. This is very easy.
Yeah. Next.
Unless I guess Pinhead could bring him to a different dimension and he can evaporate some fucking Cenobites, I guess.
Which are demons or
Yeah,
demons to some, angels to others.
But if he takes him to a different dimension, he has the time and the space stones. He could always just portal back.
Yeah, but hopefully he would have forgotten that he only eliminated those.
I don't have these powers.
Yeah, Thanos wins. He has the power.
Listen,
so does Highlander.
Huh?
So does Highlander.
True.
Oh.
Have they done a remake? Have they done a remake of that?
No. I heard they're going to, though.
Of course they're going to, because they're going to remake everything from our childhood.
I know there's a He-Man one coming, and I can't wait. Masters of the Universe one comes out like next year.
Listen,
Yeah,
if
I'm
you're-
stoked for it.
If you're a He-Man fan, you need to look up He-Man Skeletor Dirty Dancing.
It's the
I
best.
have watched this. I don't know why I have, but I have.
It's so good.
I watched that and I was just like, this is amazing.
Didn't I show that to you?
Yes, you did. And I was
So
like,
excited.
I need to send this. Like, the world needs to know about this.
Masters of the Universe 2021, and the main guy is who is it? The guy from The Perfect Date. Oh boy, I don't know who the guy is.
Perfect Date.
Noah Centineo.
Okay.
He's probably a teen heartthrob of some sort,
Zachary
based on what he looks like.
Zachary Hit goes, if The Rock isn't He-Man, I agree. Make The Rock He-Man.
Who would be the perfect Skeletor?
It's a great question.
It'd be somebody that has to be kind of gangly, but still kind of muscular.
Well, he's going to be wearing like a whole...
It's like a weird costume.
Okay, only because I've seen her do a guy before. Tilda Swinton would crush it.
Tilda Swinton can literally do anything.
She was in Suspiria, for Christ.
Says Steve Buscemi.
I can't believe that Suspiria thing where she was like the old man. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
I
Why?
love that
Get
movie.
any other person. You're already playing somebody else. Get an old man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just another guy.
Would you be talking about the old man's performance?
No, but I did notice that like her mouth wasn't moving when she talked.
Mhm.
It was weird.
I actually
Steve
prefer the
Buscemi?
remake of the original. Oh,
I'm absolutely down with a Steve Buscemi as Skeletor, but it would be creepy as hell.
Oh my god. Buscemi.
I just remember him from Escape from LA. It was hilarious. Like, what was Map to the Stars, Joe, or something?
No, Buscemi in Con Air is amazing.
Everyone in Con Air is amazing.
That's her favorite. That's one of her favorite. I've called her
Con Air's
on
good.
Air
I love
so
Con
many different times, and she uses the Nick Cage meme of him getting off the bus like this with the long hair and it's blowing in the wind.
That's how I feel when I get out of work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more of a Wicker Man myself. Not the band.
Which Nick Cage are you
Yeah,
today?
which Nick Cage?
There's a hornet sits outside. Not the bass.
Listen, Nick Cage. Speaking of Nick Cage movies, what is it? Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
Listen,
Oh, super good Nick Cage. freak out.
they literally just said, Nick Cage, go be Nick Cage. We're just gonna sit here and film.
Awesome.
And it's just all Nick Cage freakouts, and I love it so much. And
I've heard nothing but good things about that movie, even though I ended up watching a different Mom and Dad at the same time that came out. Like,
wasn't Selma Blair? Wasn't that like
yeah, she was the other person.
Wasn't that one of her last movies before her? She's
MS.
she has MS. That was like one of her last movies before her MS got so bad that really couldn't film anymore.
I didn't know about that actually.
Yeah, she's fighting it though. She's a fighter. She goes to all the red carpet stuff, and she has this like super bedazzled cane, and she's
Sweet.
She's awesome.
I wanted to see Cooties, but I never got around to it. Cooties looks funny.
Yeah.
These
It's like the kids who become zombies from eating these chicken nuggets. Oh, geez, like,
no.
It's a fun concept, a better trailer than it is an actual full movie. That's all. There are good moments, and I think that we might have been really critical on that. I don't know. I think we watched something really bad prior to it on that same day. And so we were already kind of like, we need this to be a good one. And so when you go into something already kind of pissed off, then we just we really bashed that movie.
Aww.
I mean, I get it. Like the trailer was good and the concept is funny. It's just they underutilized some things, and I was just like this is dumb.
Is that the one at the school or the camp?
Yeah, it's a school.
School.
I like Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse a lot.
That was awesome. I love
That's
that one
cool.
too.
And also the kid who played the fat kid in Scout's Guide was also in Critters: A New Binge as the main character.
Oh, really? Sweet.
Yeah, I didn't know that was too much. I actually looked it up and I was like, oh, okay.
Scouts Guide was a good time. What's the thing I always mess up with the
Rube Goldberg.
The Rube Goldberg. I called it the Bill Goldberg mechanism. She made fun of me endlessly for like a month.
Bill Goldberg?
Yeah, the Bill when she talked about it, she goes, you know, he's in a horror movie, like a Christmas
Santa Sleigh, yeah.
I was like, really? And then we watched it. I'm like, this is freaking awesome.
That's amazing.
That's a wild one.
I love that movie.
I've always wanted to see it.
You've never seen it, Brian?
No, I've always wanted to. Just never got
You
around
have
to it.
to.
Dude,
It's like more of like an upbeat, fun time, but there are cool
I've seen parts. I've seen the
situations.
opening scene.
The opening scene is the best scene.
So good.
Listen, the opening scene for Scout's Guide to the Apocalypse.
Oh my! With the Iggy Azalea song.
With the Iggy Azalea song, with the janitor, with the guy from Workaholics.
Workaholics.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's such a great opening.
Yeah.
What about Zombievers?
I love that.
It's a classic.
Ridiculous movie.
Yes.
oh my god,
That got me hooked on Courtney Palm.
What's up, Mr. Meat Hook? He's here now.
Hey, Mr. Meathook's here. What's up?
What up?
That's just oh my god. There's so many. You look at the title and you're like, what? And then you watch it and you're like, that's awesome.
That's one of the stingers for a movie that I really wish actually became a movie, because it was Zombies, which was like the stinger. It's like, oh no, it's zombies.
Ugh.
Do they have a movie called Tsunami?
Wild Eye put that one out. I never watched it though. It looks hilarious.
I didn't either. It really does. I heard it was more dramatic than it was funny though, which is kind of a bummer.
Which sucks because like you have a cool concept and awesome poster art. Wild Eye has really increased their poster art game a lot.
Have you guys seen Bone Hill Road yet?
No, it's on my table, ready to go. I haven't watched it. I got it from Texas Frightmare when I met Todd Sheets, which is really cool. Cool guy.
I'm so lucky. I've always wanted to meet him.
I've always wanted to meet him too. I didn't even know he was going to be there. He was just like there to just hang out. And I'm like, what's up? And can you sign this? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I have. Oh, wait. Actually, I have it right here.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
Signed by Todd Sheets. I can't read cursive. Thank you, high school.
Thank you.
Signed by a lot of people.
Thank you, high school. I can't read cursive. I can't read cursive. I can't read cursive. Thank you, high school.
Oh
That's so great, Brian.
So is Bonehill good?
Mr. Meat Hook says Todd Sheets is the shit. Yeah, he's a big Todd Sheets fan.
Nice.
I've seen a lot of his movies too, like his older ones too, like
the
shot on video ones. They're ridiculously awesome.
Carter Presley goes Art, which I assume she means Art the Clown versus Freddy.
That's an interesting one because I think Art, now knowing that he is supernatural, I don't know. I think they'd play pranks on each other. I think it would be funny.
I think they'd become best friends.
Yeah,
I think it's too early to speculate because we don't know if Art the Clown is supernatural or not. If he is, that might bring more powers to the table.
Based on the ending of the last one, he is supernatural.
Yeah, no, I know, but like they next
We just don't know how.
supernatural. Yeah,
level. I think it'd be one of those things where they'd fight for the first half of the movie and then realize that
they're both hilarious and they just laugh at each other.
And then Art's like, here you go. I'll get him for you. I'll get him for you.
Speaking of Todd Sheets, he's making a new movie called Clownado. I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Clownado.
I went to the Indiegogo and supported it faster than I could. I was like, Clownado, let's do this.
Clownado.
I think I gave him like $100 or something. I was like, I really need to get the perks for this.
Everybody's so tied up with that they can do it, or that they could do it. They don't stop and think like, should I do it?
Listen.
It looks cool though. The clowns actually look really great.
Listen, Joey Goldblum.
Bonehill's great. The first team is
sexy Jeff Goldblum right here on my shirt. My Jurassic Park shirt.
Rawr.
Clownado is the movie of 2019. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Daryl really likes Clownado. I think he watched it, he said, like 5 times, maybe more.
If we could get a remake of Prehistoric Bimbos in the Armageddon City, that would be dope. Throw like an absolute Todd Sheets throwback. I would fucking back that immediately.
What about Zombie Bloodbath? The whole trilogy is just amazing.
Ooh. Zombie Bloodbath is one of the first movies that we started to watch on the channel, and we did not review it. We were just like, I couldn't get through it. I don't know why.
Aww.
Zombie Bloodbath 2 and 3 are better, I think, but 1's pretty okay.
Mr. Meathook said, I've seen Clownado 61 times.
He's lying. Doesn't even know.
And if he's not lying, that is too much.
They're remaking Todd.
Yeah, Mr. Meathook says they're remaking Todd Sheets' Goblin. I forgot about that, it's a ridiculous movie. I love Goblin. It's like they have this guy dressed up like in all burly clothing and stuff, and he looks like a hulking hillbilly, and it's not really a goblin per se. And so there's one scene where he's tearing apart somebody, but they didn't have enough money for the suit, I guess. So they just have this random guy tearing out glass. It's like, what? It's not in the same costume or the same guy.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
They had this bald guy in a white shirt ripping someone's guts. I'm like, what is this?
That's what's awesome about like the old shot on video days. It's like it wasn't about like it didn't matter. It's just like get a couple of your friends and go out and just shoot because you could and you can get it released immediately. I mean, it's kind of similar to now, but now we have way higher standards. Back then, it's like, ooh, this is neat, even though it's so bad. At the time, it was like it's different than what Hollywood's putting out.
Yeah, it's like hey, it may be lower quality, but you know what? It's a good story.
But now it's like a lot of people have high definition cameras and they have some kind of budget, and so I feel like expectations of us, like we have expectations built in, and we expect higher. Like you couldn't. I mean, sure, there's the odd like almost shot on video style stuff that we'll see that's like this is a quality movie, but more often than not, that isn't the case. And I don't know if it's just like
that's a great movie.
Which one?
The Dead Next Door.
Oh, I haven't seen that in ages.
It's a great one. Has a lot of good cameos too.
What was it? Dead in Breakfast? Did you ever watch that one?
Oh, I've seen parts of that one.
Turkey versus Leprechaun.
I actually like Leprechaun Returns. That's funny.
I don't even know.
I dig that one. I think that it was a good revitalization of the franchise to bring it back to its roots.
Yeah.
And
they should make another one called Leprechaun's Revenge and then Leprechaun's Curse. Like, hey, you're stealing from Michael Myers. Or the Pink Panther, for that matter.
True.
I haven't watched any of that in a long time.
What, the Halloween movies?
No, the Pink Panther movies. I remember, like, as a kid, I thought, like, there's like this one scene from Pink Panther. I was like, this is the coolest scene ever. Where like they're like naked underneath some sheets, like crawling into each other and shit. I don't know what movie it was. Maybe it wasn't the right Pink Panther, but it was amazing.
And a Pink Panther movie.
Grade A quality.
I'm pretty sure it was Pink
You get
Panther.
it from the part of the story where you got to pull the curtain back and go into the back.
Oh,
Is
the
that what you got?
Pinkest Panther. Okay, this is what I got.
Pinkest Panther. The pink part Panther. There we go.
Yeah, that's the thing. No matter what the movie is, if it's popular enough, there's going to be a porn parody of it.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Porn
mhm.
parodies of everything to literally ruin your childhood.
And we thank you for it. And we thank you for it.
Porn started it all, really.
Yeah.
We had, oh my god, had a Twitch stream with, and I'm not gonna put him out. I'm not gonna put him out there, Valentine. A guy that I game with, and he turned on his camera
Oh my god, I remember the story.
during like the Twitch stream, and behind him his laptop was open.
Oh
And all
no.
we saw was Power Ranger porn
Well,
on
that's cool.
the laptop behind him, and none of us noticed. And then all of a sudden, the Twitch stream starts blowing up, and he's like, "What?"
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And they're like, "Yo, where'd you find that Power Ranger porn?" He's like, and like reading, I was like, "What is this about Power Ranger porn?" And his face just gets white, and he reaches back and he slams the laptop shut, and he's like,
Stream's ending. See you later.
I was crying. I was like, and now he's forever.
That would be super awkward.
Yeah,
I would clip that shit immediately, though.
it's like,
That'd be like finding someone's furry porn in the back. That'd be nasty.
speaking of which, Jay, Brian, have either of you seen Furry Nights?
No, I have it. I got it's like a short, right? It's like 30 minutes or something.
Oh no, it's longer.
Nope, it's a
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a short, so I didn't actually watch it. The guy sent me a screener like 2 years ago, and I just never watched it.
I saw your review for it, Ray, actually.
Oh.
Is
Yeah.
it not good?
It's
Okay, I got it. I figured it out.
it's about furries murdering people,
it's not the worst movie I've ever seen.
I like the poster. That's
which is a very low bar.
Right.
the poster is pretty cool. But
The poster is very cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think I thumbnailed the poster.
when in doubt, use the cover.
Well,
Who's it
if I
about?
ever feel like I need to watch
Damage
something
yourself.
different,
If you ever
You'll watch something else.
if you're feeling self-destructive,
and I often am.
you go watch Furry Nights in case you hate yourself. If you want to hate yourself for 5 minutes.
I know how like that guy attacked you for House Shark, but if you watch a movie called what's it called? Camp Death 3 in 2D. If you hate
trust
if you-
me,
what you've seen it.
my review has been on doc for like I have it recorded like 3 months ago.
no. But I gave
Absolute garbage.
yeah, I reviewed it, and he said another person hated it, and he's like, he doesn't get mad, he just embraces it. It's funny.
I told him that the moment that like right after we watched it, I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna sit on this review for a while so you can like, get a decent release and get all the good reviews before I drop mine, because we are absolutely brutal with that one. And I feel really bad. But that's what happens when it comes to horror comedy. Comedy is the most subjective part of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't like shit humor and you don't like dick jokes or something like that, and a movie is based around this style of comedy, then you're going to hate the movie. And that's just how it is. Like you're going to hate every character. You're going to hate every second of the movie. And unfortunately, that is one of the movies that probably one of my least favorite movies that I've ever watched, despite how like the production quality is really good. There was a lot going for it, but man, oh man, that is
the second the camera turned on, I was like, oh, this looks okay. It looks like it's well shot. And then I saw like 5 minutes later, and I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I gotta wait for another hour and a half of this movie.
We've been sitting on it. I just haven't edited our review yet. It's just like I'm not rushing to get it out because it's not going to benefit the movie in any sense.
Yeah,
You gave it a decent rating?
Well, yeah, I think I did because I felt like it was funny to some degree, but then after a while of thinking about it and watching some clips, so I was like, I probably shouldn't have been so nice.
It happens. I mean, there's been times like the opposite is true too, where I've given something a higher rating than I should have. I think
Blood Lake for me.
right. 5 out of 5. Perfect movie. I think Camp Dread.
Oh,
Oh no, not Camp Dread. Sorry, Camp
I
Dead.
know.
What the hell am I thinking of? The
I'm
one
thinking
with
of Axeman. Was it Axeman? No, you hated
Oh
that
no,
one.
I hated that one. I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Camp Dread that I thought. Oh yeah, Camp Dread was one that I gave 4 out of 5, which after watching it a second time is maybe a 3, maybe.
It's kind of like the Boy. You remember the January release of the Boy?
Oh yeah,
Like I agreed with what the horror guru said. He said that if you watch it once, it's fine, but if you watch it again, you already know the surprise.
mm-hmm.
There's no point in watching it again.
Mm-hmm.
There are a couple
I feel like-
movies that are okay with that. I don't know if you've seen.
Yeah, like Friday the 13th, I'm okay with that because I enjoy the movie.
Right. Oh, what was the New Zealand one that has an awesome twist? Which don't spoil it if you remember what it is.
Okay.
Oh, but the only
What?
way I can describe it is the spoiler.
Wait,
But it's so good.
what? Do you know the title?
No, I'm trying to think of it. I'll
Yeah.
come back to
One
this.
that's really similar to The Boy. Kind
Yes.
Is it
I know which
Housebound?
one you're talking. Isn't it
Housebound.
Thank
Okay.
you, Zachary. Hey,
That's a good one.
Thank you. That's a cool movie, but it's also one of those movies that you could watch again even when you know the twist, and it's still a good movie,
The twist is,
which is shocking.
very awkward.
Yeah, Zachary Haith just said Housebound.
no, no, let's say I literally read what he said. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, I
It's,
haven't either.
it's cool. If you haven't seen it, I think you should watch it.
Whatever happened with Muck and its prequel and sequel? Those were
Okay. That's another one that I was going to get to. So I was talking about Camp Dread giving
I just looked over
over.
and I saw Muck on the show.
So Muck is one that I gave a way higher rating than it deserves, I think. But I watched it in the Playboy Mansion. Of course, I'm going to have I loved it at the time. It was fucking great. I'm in the Playboy. I'm in Hughes fucking private theater watching this movie. Yeah, I'm going to give it a higher rating.
That is awesome.
But the director is a weird guy. He's really scatterbrained is what it is. He released this in like a master scheme to be the middle of a trilogy. He's like, if people like this, they're going to want it. We're going to have no intro and no outro to the movie. So people are going to have to watch either end. It's like that would only make sense if they were released very quickly in succession.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately,
This movie was released like in 2015. There's no other.
Yeah, it's not happening.
No.
He has told me on multiple occasions that it was filming and people were on set and stuff. And I have been sent pictures of people on a set that he was shooting at that was from Muck. Because like there were people that I met and hung out with at the mansion that were like unrelated, that were just like, yeah, I'm going to be in this movie, which were like the gorgeous girls. I don't know if you know them, but they like do stuff on Instagram and stuff. But they were on a set that was supposed to be shooting the sequel. And it's not going to happen now. He's shifted gears. He bought the rights to Night of the Living Dead, and he put out the new box set with the Criterion collection.
Okay.
And so that's like his new venture. He teamed up with like the Romero sons and have just been doing this Night of the Living Dead stuff. They did the Fandango like limited release of the 4K restoration in theaters and stuff. There's like a bunch of cool stuff that they did, but he's like not even thinking about Muck at this point, which sucks because there was potential. Like the cinematography was awesome. The gore was great, but there's no intro. There's no outro. Kane Hodder's in it for 10 minutes. Like cool stuff, but man,
Reminds
I
me
gave
of-
that.
I was looking up Megafoot earlier today. Like, is there,
Megafoot?
it was like a Bigfoot movie, but a mecha Bigfoot. And
Oh, that sounds great.
it looked awesome, and it's been in production since like 2014.
Oh. Well,
They gave out all these perks and stuff, and they had this whole Indiegogo GoFundMe page, and it was like nothing ever came of it. And now every time someone comments, like, "Oh, it's still in production."
That happens. Like there's a lot of people that
The poster's amazing too.
I think something similar, like what happened with Gutterballs 2. You
Oh
guys remember
yeah,
that drama? Ryan Nicholson like took the money and split, and like everybody got fucked on the Indiegogo. He did make the movie, he just never like released it and gave it to anybody. But apparently it's getting a release. I mean, I didn't love Gutterballs 1 anyway, but I know that there's a huge fan base for it. And
Yeah,
I will watch the sequel. The sequel looks like it sounded cool, but there's a lot of rollback already.
It was today at Blockbuster. I saw it at Blockbuster one time.
Really?
Blockbuster. Would you go on a time machine to go there?
No, it was like in 2011 or something. Whenever the movie came out, maybe earlier.
Were there Blockbusters back in 2011?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Netflix delivered the final blow to them and they just died. There's
Not
only one
immediately,
left.
thankfully.
There's only one left
They
in
fizzled out.
Oregon, I think it is. The last Blockbuster remaining is in like Bend, Oregon, or something like that. I remember hearing. There's one
It's so
left.
sad.
It's oh my god. Do you remember being a kid and like going to Blockbuster and you're like, I love this movie. Oh, there's no VHS behind it. And then like going down the aisle, like, oh, please let there be one. Please let there be one. Please let there be one.
And that is just like moment of satisfaction when it's like finally in. Makes you remember the movie a lot more. Like a couple of movies like that, which I shouldn't have been able to rent, were Body Bags back in the day.
Oh, wow.
And Child's Play was one of them as well. Like my mom got that for me, but like I had always wanted to watch it. And then it was always out, but then we got it. And it's like, oh, hell yeah, let's go.
And then
Best
it's like,
and then I was frightened forever.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like, you tell your friends, like, no, I can't go anywhere tonight. We finally got it.
Yeah, this is it.
We got to take it back in 2 days. You know, we got to watch this movie as much as we can for the next 48 hours because we're not going to get to watch it again.
But at the same time, like something similar that happened was like when you didn't get the one that you went there for. So you're like, I'm going to get something before I leave this place. So I'm going to look around. And like that's how I found Popcorn. I don't know if you guys remember that movie, but that was a good one. And I would have never really picked that up had I been there looking for it. It's just like, oh shit, I guess I'll get this. Same with Chainsaw Hookers. I think that was it. Like Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers was like one of the first ones that like I just picked up and I'm like, what the hell is this? I have to get it because the title's awesome.
And that's when cover art was such a big deal. Like you had to have your cover could literally make or break how much your movie got rented or bought and stuff like that, because you didn't have like YouTube with trailers, and reactions, and everything like that.
And Siskel and Ebert aren't giving these thumbs up or thumbs down because they're never seeing them. So there's no way for you to know whether or not these are good movies. And you got 4 screens on the back that's like, yes, I like these, and never are they actually in the movie because. Why would they be?
Nope.
I just remember you could rent entire gaming systems for like the weekend at Blockbuster. I remember that. I remember renting like a PlayStation 1 there.
Yeah.
I got Resident Evil.
Hell yeah. When 64 came out, they would have the Mario 64 like set up on a TV, and I would go there every day and play it. I'm just like, this is the best thing ever. And then they rented it for like $30 for like a weekend. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. It's Mario in 3D space. Are you kidding me right now? It blew my mind. That was the coolest thing.
He's like, woo, here we go.
Just doing that over and over again was the most fun. Even stretching out his face in the start screen. I'm like, oh my God. What is this? Like, yeah, sure, I played Mario Paint on the SNES, and I could play with Mario to some respect, but this was different. I miss that.
What was the Mario music thing where you could make music with, like, the
I think it was just called Mario. I think it was in Mario Paint, though, as well. There was a Mario music, I think.
I think Mario Paint, when you, like, when all the different, like, the flower.
You had a little mouse.
Yeah, like the flower... the mushrooms and everything were like different, like instruments, and it was like doop, 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 doop.
Yeah, that's it. But I would just play the fly game where you swat flies.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Oh my god.
Do you guys still have regular video stores? Like you guys have Family Video still in the States, right?
I don't. Not where I live.
Yeah, we had 2 in my city, and they're gone now. But I have one that's still kicking.
We had a mom and pop shop open up actually recently, and it closed recently.
Oh man,
We have
I went to go sell some movies there. I was like, "Oh, I'll give you $3 for every movie. Like each movie will be $3." I'm like, no.
we have like a flea market, farmers market thing that has this video place. And every time she walks in there, I swear they're just like, aha, here she comes.
I went in there with like 3 backpacks full of DVDs, and she's like, I'll give you $20.
She's like the Pawn Stars. She's like Rick from Pawn Stars.
She's like actually the worst.
She's like Rick from
we need
Pawn
the
Stars.
Chumley. We need the Chumley who's an idiot that doesn't know value.
I overheard her talking about how expensive the Disney VHS is to someone. And I was like, really? Did you Google that? Because it's not true.
There's like the holy grail of Disney movies is there's one, it's the Little Mermaid.
With a dick.
With the original with the
you gotta get the one with the dick.
Dick in the cover art's worth like $1,000. I was just like, who the hell? How do you value that? Who's paying $1,000 for the Little Mermaid with a dick on the front?
Someone that thinks dicks are funny.
Listen, everything's dicks.
Jonah Hill.
You guys, check it out. I got this copy of the Little Mermaid. So what? It's got a dick on it.
Listen, do you remember all the shit they
watch
did
it?
at Disney? like you remember when you found out all the dirty shit that was hidden in Disney movies, and you're like, oh my god, the guy marrying Ariel and whatever the hell the other guy's name is has like a boner.
Oh my god, what was his name?
Eric?
Yeah.
That's a dumbass name. He's a cool name. Sorry, Eric. I hope Eric Harrison isn't watching this.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Death Twitch is like
Death Twitch.
What the hell?
Ignore that.
Listen, what the hell was it? The original, like, my favorite thing ever is this whole thing like, oh, you're making the new Little Mermaid. She's a little black girl instead of like a white Dutch person. You're so going away from the original storyline. I was like, you know what the original storyline is? Turns fucking Seafoam, becomes a goddamn monster. Eric tries to marry somebody else, and she kills everybody.
I'm for that one. Let's get that going.
Let's get that movie going. I want to see like the Hans Christian Andersen original, like terrible fairy tales, like in live action. Like I want to see.
Didn't they do that in the '90s with Cinderella or Snow White with Sigourney Weaver?
With Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What?
It's not that good.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen it, but I've seen posters.
I
mean, Sigourney Weaver is pretty badass in it. But
that was probably my favorite cameo in a horror movie that came out of nowhere.
Oh, The Cabin in the Woods.
With Sigourney Weaver in Cabin in the Woods. Because it's just it completely flattened me. The thing I don't understand about Cabin in the Woods the whole time, like rewatching it years later, I'm just going, why doesn't Thor just grab the hammer and just what's he doing?
Hammer.
I'm still worthy.
He picks up his hammer, rides the motorcycle into the.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
I'm still worthy.
He doesn't need a motorcycle. He could just have it like bring it through.
He does the twirl thing.
Just like Mary Poppins with the umbrella.
No. Yes. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I'm Mary Poppins. Oh my god, from Guardians of the Galaxy. Is Mary Poppins cool? Yeah. Oh, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I remember Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters was actually really funny.
Oh,
is that the one with
the cat in it?
Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeremy Renner, who Ray refers to as Grumpy Cat.
He looks like Grumpy Cat.
He looks like a human version of Grumpy Cat.
Absolutely. I get it.
I did.
He's probably grumpy to keep excluding his character from all of the major Avengers films.
The crazy thing is, he's a really good he's really good at playing the piano. He's got a really good singing voice. He went on the Jimmy Fallon show and sang a song about Hawkeye being around all these superheroes but not having any superpowers, and I freaking laughed hysterically.
That sounds fun.
He's just behind the piano. And he's like, I have no superpowers, and I was dying. I was like that because that's what you think. It's like, look at all these superheroes, And then there's this dude with his bow, like, hey, I can hit stuff with arrows.
Really good.
but really well.
Yeah.
Oh, Hawkeye's is getting his own movie. Listen, I really hope with them introducing Scott Lang's daughter, Hawkeye's daughter, Iron Man's daughter. I really hope they do like the Kid Avengers, where
The Young Avengers. That would be sweet.
Avengers. Come on, I gotta see a Young Avenger. Like you're putting all these kids in there, and they're all named what they were in the comic books. I'm like, if you're not setting that up, just like the all-female event of Avengers, you had that part in the Endgame where you're like, oh my god, that's everybody in that's oh my god, what the hell is Pepper Potts' character called in that? But she has the blue armor just like in the comic book. What was she called?
It's gonna happen.
She was called Rescue, and she had the all blue Iron Man suit. So I don't know, Marvel is just gonna Disney's just gonna keep buying everything.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be owned by Disney in under 5 years.
I fucking hope. Buy me out. Let's go. I'm waiting. I'm ready to go. I'll be down in Atlanta drinking drinks with fucking Little John. Easy.
You're gonna be his hype man.
I will be his hype man. I'll say what every time he says what. No problem.
She's gonna be his
Shots. PBRs. Do you have that in Atlanta? I have no idea.
You know, PBRs.
You just sip lean.
PBRs made 10 minutes away from us.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, that brewery that we drive by that smells terrible.
I thought that.
Yeah, I bet.
No, Yinglin's up north, and
yeah, that place smells like crap.
yeah, it smells terrible because of them cooking the hops and everything.
It smells crap just drinking it. I get it.
It's literally right on the highway that we use a lot. And if you have your windows rolled down, you just smell them cooking the hops and the barley and whatever else goes.
And it's just nice and humid and lingers in your
Yeah.
ear.
You're just
7:30 in the morning driving to work.
Use your NASA scarf to cover up while you drive by. I want to address something that Zach said earlier because we were talking about porn and stuff. We're bringing it back. So he said still waiting on those porn parody reviews because I had briefly mentioned talking about reviewing porn parodies.
Yes, you did.
So
where my NASA
Mill Creek Entertainment, which I'm sure some of you guys might be aware of,
Yep.
they put out a line of movies that are actually just porn parodies that never actually got full releases. They've chopped out all the porn and just and they're horror movies on Amazon. There's literally 100 of them.
Oh my gosh.
Summer Camp Massacre, I believe, is one. If you go on Amazon, I believe Summer Camp Massacre we watched on a Patreon movie night. It's half an hour because they've cut all the porn out. And it's legitimately people trying to act like it's a horror movie, but it's not. It's a porno movie that they've now tried to make into a horror film. It's amazing. It's not amazing, but it's terrible and it's definitely hilarious.
It's so
and
bad that it's good.
You get some nudity, but you know damn well there's more nudity to be had that you'll never see.
Oh my god.
Which is unfortunate at
What's
times.
the horror movie with Ron Jeremy in it?
Every single one.
Yeah, which one?
Bloody Bible Camp is probably my favorite. He pulls out a harmonica and he's Jesus.
He's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he's in a lot of trauma. No, actually, you know what fan made trailer I want to see made into the actual movie?
What?
Job Cabin.
Yeah,
Hand Job Cabin.
I need Hand Job Cabin to be a real movie.
You know damn well that you'd get sick of it immediately. I was almost sick of the trailer by the end of the trailer.
Hand job.
Sure, it's funny.
It's like a real hand job.
You just get
You enjoy
sick
it
of
at first, and then you're just I immediately regret
Give
this.
me 4.5 minutes of that, and that's fine.
I
Trailer
thought you
length.
were talking about the hand job. Give me 4.5 minutes of a hand job, and then I'm
Both things. Give me a 4.5 minute trailer, 4.5 minute hand job. We're done here.
No,
And 5 out of 5. So I posted a link. Obviously, links aren't working, but that's Summer Lake Massacre.
Oh wow.
It's straight up just a porno, but they've made its genres are horror and young adult audience. But Old Mill, and if you look at the customers also watched Bigfoot's Wild Weekend. That's a porno.
That sounds like a porno.
Nightclub Massacre actually isn't, which is shocking. I have seen that. But some of these other ones, they definitely are pornos.
Ever see
All Mill Creek stuff.
Ever see Holler Creek Canyon with Ron Jeremy?
Was it Holler Creek?
Holler Creek Canyon. It's a Bigfoot movie. It actually isn't like a porno.
I just want to see Ron Jeremy.
Well, I'm not interested then.
It has a lot of sex, but it's not
it's not a porno with Ron Jeremy? I need to see the hedgehog's dick every time.
Oh my god.
Ranger Rick with no C, just R-I-K. Okay, I'm in. Added to the watch list.
What, Holler Creek Canyon?
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of Bigfoot movies, but I'll watch a Bigfoot movie where Ron Jeremy is the ranger. Absolutely.
Have you seen Abominable?
I haven't, but it does have Tiffany. It has Tiffany Shepis in it, which is she's my number one as far as hottest girls on the planet. She's my number one.
It's my favorite Bigfoot movie, actually. It's really good. A lot of people like it shit, but what other Bigfoot movie is really good besides Exists and but that's about it. The Legend of Boggy Creek.
Where is it? I haven't seen that either. That's one that I want to see.
They're actually restoring that in 4K.
Who?
Shepis. What about Harry and the Hendersons?
That's a good one too, but it's not a horror movie.
Depends on how you look at it.
I love the shot where he's about to shoot Harry, and you can see through the scope, and he has this big derpy expression.
Yeah, he's so cute.
I can't shoot this.
What do you mean? Hold on, they're saying they see a duck. Not our.
What?
What do you mean? Are we live or not live?
We are live.
Oh no, I can see me saying duck right now. No, that guy's just seeing a duck. I don't know.
That guy's just being a duck.
I've seen Big Legend. Ben Grimm, I've seen Big Legend. That was a pretty good one too. I need to see a sequel to it because they actually teased a sequel, and it looks really cool. It sounded really like a really cool idea.
When anybody talks about a Sasquatch, I immediately go to Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys. Goddamn Sam Squanch.
They actually had this movie called Legend of Sand Squatch. It looks hilarious.
Of Sand Squatch?
Sand sand sharks, but Sand Squatch.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
I don't watch a lot of Bigfoot movies, I'm gonna be honest, but Bigfoot was one of the
Asylum one.
Yeah, with Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! And then he just you scream at the Bigfoot, he just kicks him.
Right, it's just the worst CG that you will see.
Yeah.
But it's what it is. You went in there knowing damn well what you were getting into.
Especially for 2012 Asylum.
The golden era of Asylum.
The golden era of great films with the worst effects, like Mega Python versus Gatoroid.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Is that one the one where the gator goes over top of the research center?
No.
What am I thinking of?
It jumps on top of a Palladium, and there's a giant octopus underneath the Palladium.
Oh, what am I thinking of?
Maybe Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
It's probably Crocosaurus.
Oh.
I get them all mixed up.
It's so hard. It's so easy to.
A movie.
I actually have before Sharktopus. There was a movie called Devilfish, which was also called Monster Shark. And it's about an octopus shark where it has more of an octopus appearance, but it's also a shark.
Octopus appearance as the back part. Wait, no. It has a Blu-ray release too.
Yep.
Well, then I'll add it to the list for next year. What's the Blu-ray called? Is it
Monster Shark?
All right.
It's got
I need that 1080p stuff,
1080p.
1080p.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 actually ripped it one time, and it was a cut up version of the film, so it was awful. I like this version better. It's still a terrible, terrible movie, but I love it.
Oh, it's a Bava film too. Holy shit!
Yeah, Mario,
So-
that Mario Bava. I mean.
It's got some gore. Then it must, or it has fantastic lighting.
Fantastic.
It's got some nice pinks and blues. You know.
There you go.
My favorite Bruno Mattei film. One of my favorites is Rat's Night of Terror. Best ending ever. I love it.
Oh, like the Rats movie?
Yeah,
Is
the one from Bruno Mattei.
Hold on. It's like they just got a Severin release, I think.
No.
No, 8 films.
All right, Brian. Zachary Hayes says, since Brian owns everything, I'm glad we acknowledge that finally.
What is your?
I have to ask, what is your holy grail?
It's a tough one. There's so many movies that are out of print or are just expensive in general. But I'd have to say my holy grail is either, well, probably just this. It's Dawn of the Dead, the Ultimate Edition, but it's signed by George A. Romero and Tom Savini.
Ooh, that's awesome.
You better never let us come to your house, or Ray will tell you.
Where'd it go, Joey?
And you'll be fine.
Yeah. You just got to put it up high. She can't.
I can't get it.
Nope.
The cat is bathing me. You done? No. We're
I
gonna.
also have the Phantasm collection, which is worth a lot of money now, and the
Yeah.
Halloween collection,
Like the
Friday
full
13th collection.
The Halloween collection, which is
the Halloween collection with like the full Scream Factory one with individual cases.
Yes, right.
F you, dude. I want that so bad.
I got it when it was first announced. That's why.
Oh man. And the Friday one is dope. That's the
Yeah, I
steel.
got that one right here.
Yeah. I know. I know.
I know. I see it.
Pisses me off, dude. The Scream Factory one, I feel like I can get cheaper than the Friday one.
Yeah.
Simply because the other Scream Factory release, like I've got the thinner box, which
Yep.
is I don't love that, but I have it signed by like Dean Cundy, Nick Castle, and Tony Moran, which is cool.
Nice. I also have no. I mean, you could. I think I got that Friday the 13th collection for like $150 after it was out of print. It comes with everything too.
I know, except the producer's cut of 6.
Oh no, that's the Halloween.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
No, Halloween does come with the producer's cut. Halloween 6. This one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it comes with the producer's cut.
They just release it like separately.
Yeah, they did.
Ooh, I did not know that. Well, I don't like 6. 6 is actually my least favorite one of the whole
That
franchise.
just chaps my ass.
What's your favorite of the franchise?
Number 1, easy.
Oh yeah, number 1.
Ray?
Absolutely. I like
Number 3.
number
Number
3
one.
is awesome. I absolutely love number 3.
I love 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, the first remake, and the new one.
Yeah, the first remake is awesome. Also,
Oh
What'd
yeah.
you think of the most?
I hate that we have to say the first remake now.
It's-
Like, what is this?
No, I mean the first remake as opposed to the second remake, which is a remake.
No, I know.
Oh yeah, because Halloween 2 2009 is such an misunderstood film.
Yeah,
It's like no, it's a piece of crap.
I like Rob Zombies. I think
Mm-hmm. I do.
it's genuinely really cool. I know
Yeah.
that people don't want to know the origin. It's fun to know, like, they don't want to know the mystery that is Michael Myers. I get it. Like, it's
a
my
whole-
favorite film. I get that. But Rob Zombies is also one of my favorite films at the same time, even though they're so different.
Speaking of Rob Zombie, what do you think of the upcoming 3 from Hell?
I can't wait. I just rewatched both House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, and I am pumped.
I need to watch
I
it.
am in. Except, I think, based on the trailer that we've seen and the teaser, I don't think that Sid Haig is actually in the film. I think that it's flashbacks. Like, yeah, sure, it's going to be new footage. I don't think he's a main star. It's Doomhead, Richard Brake, and Baby and Otis. But
Why-
He's too old to be in it at the time they shot it.
Yeah, I know. He's
Or-
super old.
Is he ill? Because he looks like he's lost a lot of weight. I'm just saying.
He is sick, but he is still doing conventions, and he is like still sharp and witty. But you can tell that like he can't. There's no way that he's going to be able to be on set for like a long time.
Yeah.
Which is
I think a lot of people are going to give the film lower ratings because there's no Otis. I mean, not Otis.
Like Captain Spaulding.
Yeah, Captain Spaulding.
Didn't you meet him?
yes.
Didn't you meet him? And what did he say to you?
He said he'd sign my DVD if I sat on his lap. I
Hell
got
yeah!
signed.
So what I was about to say, and then what did you do? Sat on his lap and
Got my DVD sad.
My DVD signed.
Yeah, he's awesome. Like I love all of his older work as well.
Oh,
Like,
Galaxy of Terror. That's a fun one.
Which one?
Galaxy of Terror.
Oh yeah.
But he has the throwing star and just shoots into his arm.
Did you ever see like Spider Baby or like Bloodbath? Was probably like the youngest I think I saw him ever.
No,
Maybe.
It's
weird.
I heard of Spider Baby.
I think I've had Spider Baby on a watch list for years.
It's super old. Like both of these movies are old, but it's like after he did like first when he got into like horror movies, and it's kind of like it's interesting to see, at least to see like, whoa, this is what he was doing. Like he was a young guy. Like I only ever know him now as like an old guy.
Yeah.
But House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects definitely still hold up. Absolutely.
Oh,
And so I am hella pumped. I can't wait to hear just Otis do some stupid ass monologues, or not stupid ass, but like hard hitting monologues to stupid ass people he's about to kill. And same with Richard Brake, who is Doomhead, who had the best monologue probably in any movie in the last 10 years that I've seen.
Over 31.
In 31, when he was like talking to that dude at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that guy is awesome. So I'm happy that he's a main character.
Wasn't he also in Halloween 2 as the ambulance paramedic?
Possibly. I have no idea. I haven't seen Halloween 2 since the theater.
He was the one who was talking about the necrophilia and stuff.
Brian's like a walking IMDb, I swear.
Right?
I love it.
But what about Death House? Sid Haig was great in Death House. That's what I will say about that. The icicle killer. He's my favorite part of that film. Because as a creepy ass kid growing up, I said if I was ever going to be a killer, I'd use an icicle because my weapon would just melt away and there's no evidence.
There's actually a ninja movie with that where a guy uses an icicle. I forgot what it was called though.
A ninja movie where he uses ice?
Yeah, an icicle. Like a murderer goes around killing people with icicle sticks.
Well, I'm going to need to see it.
Jay Bond.
I know that someone reviewed it, and I can't remember who. But he uses like an icicle, then ninjas go after him or something. It's hilarious. I love the concept.
What the hell?
It's like what? Or the ninjas are the one who are doing the killing with the icicle sticks. I don't know.
That sounds amazing. I did not review that, but I am going to look into it.
What ninja movie doesn't sound amazing?
That's true.
I think best ninja movie ever is Three Ninjas.
Yeah. Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry.
I've actually never watched a ninja movie, despite me having like 5 of them on Blu-ray.
What?
Yeah, I want to watch Enter the Ninja first because that's the first one of the trilogy.
Ooh.
I have that one right here. I think it has that awesome artwork.
Hell yeah. Like the Tron Ninja Star. I'm for it. I used to be really into like martial arts movies. I was watching all the Jackie Chan stuff.
You were like a white Busta Rhymes from Halloween Resurrection.
Hey,
he's like, shut up.
I also like Busta Rhymes in that, by the way. And I get that a lot of people don't. And I think Resurrection is far better than a lot of people suggest. Only because of the time period. And I'll probably continue to say this until I rewatch it and realize, nah, I'm wrong. But this was right on the cusp of reality TV becoming like a major thing with Big Brother just coming out. Like, this is right when reality TV was happening, and they're like, oh, we're gonna do this as like closed camera operations and stuff. Hell yeah. Like they were taking advantage of what was getting popular at the time. And unfortunately, it didn't get super popular till like 10 years later. So at the time, that movie absolutely sucked. And unfortunately, now, yeah, sure, it still sucks. But like, had you known that reality, if you watched it like right at the cusp of reality TV coming out, you would have liked it. I bet.
Right at the peak of its pie.
But at the same time, Busta Rhymes was also he was not a big deal at that point. I think it was released too early.
Yeah, but I didn't watch it until 10 years later after it came out. I still hated it.
But were you a fan of reality TV?
I never was.
See, I watched so many seasons of Big Brother, probably like the first 14 seasons of Big Brother, and I was fucking down with that. Absolutely. But I still think it was released at the wrong time, even though it was like slightly early. It's kind of like is similar to like Seed of Chucky. It's like that was like really progressive for what it was, like having transgender dolls back then, which is now relevant today and even more relevant than it's ever been. They were like, it's crazy to just kind of like see the same conversations happening again. And I mean, obviously, that's not Busta Rhymes punching fucking Michael Myers in the face. But that's fine. I get that. It's a different story.
But yeah, I mean, like people are hating on these movies that are more relevant now. They were way ahead of their time, and it's like I don't get it why they hate them so much. Like there's another one I was thinking of, but I can't remember the name. But it had like something similar to what is happening today. And
Zachary Hayes says, "So you loved Hell House."
Oh, he's talking to Diva Ducks about found footage supernatural films. Hell House is awesome. I dig it. Number 2 sucked, but number 1 was good.
What about Grave Encounters? I haven't seen that one yet, actually.
I didn't like it. John absolutely loves it. Number 2 is better because it is a parody of the first one almost.
It's kind of like the Blair Witch Project and the Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows, in my opinion. It's like the same kind of thing.
Like Normal Activity. I thought I thought one of the best ones, other than the original, because I love the original Paranormal Activity, but I didn't like any of the other ones until the most recent one. It was like Paranormal Activity, like
the Ghost Dimension.
No, it was like
the Ghost Dimension, the 3D one, VR shit,
like the Mark ones. Yeah, I really
was the second to last one.
It really brought everything full circle. Like it was a really cool, like it dropped you into like the first movie and you're like, wait, what? And
yeah, that was actually a cool twist. I have to admit.
Completed the loop and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, you know what? Listen, I really like the Paranormal Activity solely because when that came out, it really freaked out my friend's girlfriend, who's now his wife. And sorry, Carrie. And we watched it and she was super freaked out about it because of like the baby powder footprints. So naturally when they went to sleep, because we were all roommates, me and my other roommate,
you're a dick.
Naturally baby powder footprints coming out of like nowhere leading up to there, and she screamed the next morning.
Absolutely. I would lose it.
It was hilarious. Kind of funny, but we all found it hilarious.
Yeah, one of the movies that always got me at first was Insidious. That movie scared a lot of people. And then The Conjuring, they said it was scarier, but then I watched it and I'm like, it's not as scary.
The Conjuring's scary because of how factual it's based. Like it's like these are real.
And then you watch The Conjuring 2, and you're like, what facts are these? This is bullshit. I tell you.
I've only seen the first Insidious. I never watched The Conjuring, but I can definitely say that the jump scare in Insidious, like the singular Darth Maul jump scare, is worth it.
That almost made me pee my pants.
Yeah, I get it because it's just like such a natural conversation, you know, just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and oh shit, it's like there's nothing suggesting that it was going to happen, and that's what's fucking scary. Nowadays, like, okay, we're gonna have building music. Then it goes completely quiet, and then bang. There's your jump scare. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I think like since The Conjuring got so big, and I think the one that really there's two aspects to this conversation where I think the '80s boom started back in 2011, kind of with Stranger Things, Super 8, which it slowly progressed into Stranger Things and It and stuff, and then also with the scary movies and making a lot of money. I was trying to think back to what really started it, and I think it was either Insidious. No, it was Paranormal Activity, and then Insidious and The Conjuring really brought it to the forefront, where a lot of more movies were just making a lot more money. Like
Absolutely.
Before Paranormal Activity, the movie made 50 million. That's okay.
What happened? I think is like
people realize, yeah,
they're like, well, we can make cheaper movies and still make some money because people are going to pay for it. Oh hell yeah! What they don't see is like behind the scenes. It's like, yeah, sure, Paranormal Activity was made for like $50K, but then had $6 million or something pumped into it for marketing. It's like it would have never been anywhere had it not had the marketing budget behind it to push it to everybody. And then it blew up, obviously, because they paid until it did blow up, and it single-handedly really revitalized at least some the general audience horrors. Like the horror audience just became more aware. I mean, obviously we were there with Saw and stuff. There was the whole torture porn, and having a Saw movie come out every year was awesome for a long time. It was enough that we knew that horror was still getting into theaters. And we're like, okay, can't wait for October. But now it's every month or 2 months, we got a horror movie at least, which is great. The last year and a half, potentially 2 years, it's just been almost a horror movie every single month. And I love it. Whether I love all of them, fuck it. I don't know.
And this year, they've kind of faltered, I think, a lot. This year, Annabelle Comes Home. It made its money back, of course, but nowhere near as much as the other ones. And the Curse of La Llorona didn't make as much.
They didn't advertise that properly at all. No. I don't think.
And then Crawl, Child's Play, they're all underperforming. If you take into account, okay, this movie cost $10 million to make, or no, let's say it cost $20 million to make, and then you have to market it with doubling the budget, pretty much.
Yeah.
So that's a $40 million movie, and if you make let's say $30 million, you're technically not profiting from it.
Right, but so Child's Play is fine because the only reason they made that was to keep the license.
Yeah.
If they didn't make the movie, they lost the license, and then Tom Holland could run with it again. And so that studio actually just made it could have been any movie, and they made that movie just so they can maintain the license, which is kind of fucked, but I get it.
Yeah.
As far as Crawl, I don't think should have underperformed, but at the same time, it had a shitty release. It came out same week as fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah, so did Child's Play. Child's Play came out in between Toy Story 4 and Annabelle Comes Home, two big time blockbusters. Why would you release it right in between?
Midsummer.
Toys too.
An exception is Midsummer. Midsummer did okay, and it was released the day 2 days after Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's also from a director who is highly praised. No one really remembers. True. Because the guy who did Child's Play also did, what was it? Polaroid, which no one remembers.
It wasn't released properly. It's locked up still. I mean, obviously there are leaked versions on the internet, and I want to see it because it's just like the Goosebumps Say Cheese and Die.
Nice. Oh, okay.
Yes. It's that was my favorite Goosebumps growing up. And yes, it's just like that. You take a picture and you see something. It's wait, this is predicting the future. It's basically Final Destination, but you're seeing a Polaroid picture. It's oh shit.
Zachary Hayes says, other than The Conjuring 3, I'm done with that franchise. I'm not even excited for The Conjuring 3 because James Wan is not directing it. The director of The Curse of La Llorona is directing it.
Big yikes.
Yeah, why would you do that? I know he did Insidious 1 and 2, then he dropped 3 and 4. He only produced. Now he's doing Conjuring 1 and 2. he directed, and then now he's producing Conjuring 3. If they do Conjuring 4, he's probably just going to produce it now. That's what's been happening. He does 2s, and then he's done.
But you also know that he's doing a New Line movie. Do you think that the secret New Line movie that is untitled is a new Nightmare? That people have...
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah. There's been rumors, and he has made mention that he wanted to do it, and now he is pulled off of Conjuring to go to New Line to do that.
It could be.
And it's a secret one. Why would it be called a secret fucking movie?
Or it could be a new Critters for all I know. Critters is New Line. Oh no, they're actually Warner Brothers now. Never mind.
Wait, Polaroid was released on Netflix in Germany? Oh, okay. That's probably how it leaked.
Yeah,
there's something weird with that release, but I still want to see it. I will hold out, I guess. I've held out. It's fine. I did a trailer reaction in 2015 for it.
Yeah, I did too, I think. It's a long time ago.
That's been a minute.
Another movie like that took a long time to get out, and then they fumbled on the release was The Evil Within with Michael Berryman. I heard really great things about it, but they released a trailer probably 2 years before it actually came out. Because it got caught up in some like other shit. I'm not 100% what actually happened with the release.
Something similar with that happened with Brad Payton and Incarnate, because he released Rampage and San Andreas, and then they released this other lower budgeted horror film called Incarnate.
Yeah. So that was like filmed prior to all of that?
Yep.
Wow. They're like, oh, maybe we need to build a name for him before we release this one.
Yeah, same thing with Before I Wake, because I think it wasn't that.
Yeah, that was locked up for a long time as well.
Trailer was really good.
Is that Mike Flanagan as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's Mike Flanagan or Dustin Durgenson. Is that his last name? Or Dustin Ferguson? I don't know. I might be thinking of someone else that I know. Dustin Ferguson. Let me see if I might.
Yeah, Before I Wake is.
Yeah, I know Dustin Ferguson. My bad. He is. Wait, no, I don't know Dustin Ferguson. Never mind. I thought I did.
Yeah, Mike Flanagan, which is interesting because he did Oculus, which obviously was awesome. And then he did Hush, which was a sleeper hit on Netflix.
Oh, Hush was amazing.
And then he did Before I Wake, but they held Before I Wake till like after Gerald's Game ended up coming out, which was also a Netflix hit, which has one of the most cringy scenes. If you haven't seen that, I highly recommend it.
Oh, it does.
And then Haunting of Hill House. Now, this guy he is, I'm saying this right now, he is definitely going to be like the Wes Craven of our generation is Mike Flanagan. He has nothing but hits under his name. Like Oculus, Hush, Before I Wake.
Yeah, but Wes Craven also did My Soul to Take. Now, come on.
Fine. The Haunting of Hill House, Dr. Sleep is the next one that he's doing. Like, that's going to be awesome. His cinematography, like his direction, like he knows what the hell to do. Haunting of Hill House has made him fans regardless of like, it didn't even matter if you were into horror films, because if you liked binging Netflix anything, you're watching Haunting of Hill House because everyone's talking about it. And that made him almost a household name at that point. Like episode 7 or 8 or whatever, where it's like the 2 long take shots, where it's like, this is incredible. This guy, Mike Flanagan, is going to be the next. Well, he is currently the best guy going, but we will be talking about him for years, and I love it.
Yeah, I wish that what was it? Michael Dougherty had bigger horror hits. He did Trick or Treat and Krampus. And
yeah,
they both kind of bombed. I'm like, Trick or Treat didn't even go to theaters.
That's unfortunate. I think
That's
I'm glad that he did Krampus though, because at least people started looking into him and revisiting Trick or Treat, because almost every article that I ever saw about Krampus is Trick or Treat director Krampus. And so a lot of people who are just looking up Krampus now are like, wait, what's this Trick or Treat thing? And so there's a lot of new fans, and Sam is such a likable character. You got the Funko Pops and stuff. Like they're only coming out with an Elvira one now, yet Sam had a Funko Pop 2 years ago. Right? Like Sam
They could have really finagled the boobs to work out perfectly. Yeah,
The hair still doesn't pop as much as it should, but it works. But the fact that Sam has become this kind of iconic character from like a seemingly underseen movie is shocking to me, and I love it.
yeah. Thanks for.
But I can't wait. What's the next one that he's gonna do? Yeah, Mother
shitty ripoffs.
Mother Krampus doesn't even have a Krampus in it. It's a witch, and they don't even say Krampus in it. Wild Eye, thank you very much.
I wanted to see. I have Krampus Unleashed. I don't actually have Mother Krampus too.
That's actually the second one of the other Krampus, I think. The Krampus the Reckoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have Mother Krampus.
The CG in that is awful, dude. When he's walking through fire, wait till you see that.
Oh, wait,
holy hell!
Reckoning.
Oh, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. But it's like
you haven't seen Bloodthirst 2 now, have you?
I have not seen that. No.
The Revenge of the Chupacabras.
It's gonna be great. I promise.
Nothing compared to Bloodthirst 2 and the Revenge of the Chupacabras.
All right, I'm looking at Bloodthirst. I'm getting it in my queue.
It's got like a $5,000 budget or something.
Sam.
When you have a $5,000 budget, do not use CGI unless you know how to use it.
That's just tough. It's like it could be because they only have a $5,000 budget. It's like we can't afford practical effects, so we're forced to pay this guy, a student maybe in a VFX high school or a university.
I know. But like, if you can, what was I gonna say? Shit. If you can do VFX that aren't good, then you can probably put that money into some practical effects that are at least better than the CG ones.
Yeah.
And you just have less effects, but
bad practical effects than bad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd rather get like a cutaway shot, like even if you go to like do a slice down and you just have some blood spray this way, I'm absolutely way more for that than some CG blood spraying.
Yeah.
Every time.
I want to see.
Unfortunately, anyone who makes shark movies doesn't fucking get that.
Well, come on, what about two-headed shark attacking all the red blood?
Except them. Because, man, who made that? Did you remember Monster Man? Did you ever watch that show?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Then the guy who made the two-headed puppet.
He made the two-headed shark. It was on FX, I think, and it was like an 8.
It was on Sci-Fi, I thought.
Oh, Sci-Fi, yeah. It was 8 to 10 episodes, and they go over all of these like indie movies that didn't come out for years later. Big Ass Spider was one of them as well. They had like a spider scene of like a spider crawling on a bed, and when you watch the movie, it's actually they replaced all of the practical effects that they spent. Like you can see how much time they spent putting into this like practical spider. They replaced it with CG, and that happens so often these days, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah, I think they did that though because it wasn't working with the practical effect. Like they were trying to make it work and it wouldn't work.
I guess at some point there's going to be that, but fuck, try. Just throw some. Just get a bucket of blood. How much does a fucking bucket of blood cost? $4 tops. Corn syrup. What does Scream tell us? Corn syrup and food
Red
dye?
jar. Red jar.
Okay. Just fucking do that. That's fine. It might be goopier. I don't care if it's accurate. If it's close enough, I'm fine with it. I've seen chocolate syrup look awesome. So
Dracula.
Yeah, the Thing prequel, exactly. They did like awesome practical effects, and they just covered it all up.
Yeah, there was one on the spaceship where they had this awesome practical effect, and they covered it with like a whole bunch of CG squares. It was like,
what's the point?
It was like a big FU box over the whole thing, or a blank box.
Oh, a 4.5-foot moving Sam? Hell yeah, I'm for that. I don't know if I want it moving. I don't want anything moving in my house that's not me. Or like an oscillating fan. That's it.
Like
that's where you draw the line.
Like you wake up in the middle of the night and you forget it's there, and you go walking through your living room and it lights up.
Absolutely.
Oh my god!
You just kick the hell out of it.
You just faint.
I've got like a Michael Myers head back here. that like sometimes I'll go get a drink in the middle of the night. It's way back there. I don't know.
That scares the shit out of you.
And it's just like, oh, come on. And I have my hats, like I have a lot of hats. And so I have a bunch of like strings of hats on my door. And so, but I can see my door from my bed. So sometimes I'll wake up and I'll look. And if I'm not wearing my contacts or glasses, it's like just a blurry figure that kind of has a head shape at the top. Because whatever the top hat looks like a head. I'm like freaking out. Most nights. Fucking most nights, honestly. So a Sam head or a 4.5 foot Sam is never happening. Absolutely not.
I used to have this little Tonka toy truck, I think it was, where it would talk to you. And so every time we'd walk, even across the hall upstairs, we'd make even the slightest step, and it would turn its head and go, "Hi there!" And I'm like, "Fuck." I think we ended up throwing that toy out pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's a toy you throw away.
Exactly why Child's Play was effective because of shit like that.
The batteries are not included.
Can you imagine getting like a? Can you imagine getting one of those dolls, and it's like animatronic by motion, and you just walk through the living room, and it's like, "I'm your friend to the end." That's how shit gets kicked out the window.
Exactly.
Down into the dumpster.
Oh my god. There's no way. Like Furbies existing in these days with the AI that we have for smart home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not for that.
Can you imagine they come out with an Alexa that is literally like a Furby, and it just talks to you and plays like, and then if it plays music, it's like
mouth moves its mouth.
Yeah.
This is making me uncomfortable.
I know. This is exactly what that Black Mirror episode was. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. It's like, I didn't watch all 3 episodes, but the Miley Cyrus one, which is exactly that concept, is pretty cool. It's creepy and weird because it's kind of real.
Teddy Ruxpin, how creepy that was.
Absolutely.
Oh, God. I had a talking Alf doll. A talking Alf thing. That was awesome.
Did he eat any cats?
No.
Mia. Watch yourself.
Run, Mia, run.
Next time you lick your own asshole on camera, that's it. Send Elf after you.
I remember finding my friend's old ass Teddy Ruxpin, and we put like a Cannibal Corpse tape in it. Watched it for a very long time.
Oh my god.
It's getting creepy. Like, we need to stop.
That's amazing.
I love Cannibal Corpse.
Hey,
yeah. Remember when stuff used to come out on tape?
Do you remember tapes?
You couldn't wait to get the cassette. Now the only place you can buy cassettes is in the bin at the car wash.
Or the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Or the Salvation Army.
All right, well, I think we should probably end it here. It's been almost 3.5 hours.
All right, sounds good.
So
well, congratulations once again, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right, and thank you, Jay, for joining us.
Of course.
And Ray and Joey, it's always a pleasure.
Always our pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
It's always
All right, and as always, make sure to check out Jay's Bloodbath and Beyond channel and Ray and Joey's Rayanimator Review channel. The links to the channels are in the description below. And also, support me on Patreon and Facebook. The pages are also in the description below. And also, make sure to leave comments and
subscribe.
Jay's not familiar with it, so he gets a pass.
He's just like, yeah.
Yeah, you get him.
Yeah, what they said.
I'm just ending it. Let's see.